ball.
2nd and 10 Rams, still at the 16 of Albany State. Handoff to the running back, and that's going to be, I believe, Isaiah McCray on the run, and stood up across the 20 at about the 21, maybe the 22-yard line. And one thing today is we probably won't see number 29, Marquise Fultz.
Yes.
And he, of course, has the leading scorer for the Rams. McCray in on that run for about 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4. A possession play for Albany State. Just underway. No score first quarter. 14-24. Clock moving. First round of the D2 playoffs. Banu trips left. Double receivers right is an empty backfield. Banu back to pass, 3rd and 4. Steps up, and he can run for the first down, and he is going to get the Ram first down and slide. And they will spot him down at about the 37. Either way, it's going to be good enough for a first down for Albany State.
Nice job, West Georgia. Everybody covered. He pulled it down and he got the positive yards.
Yeah, the Gulf South Conference throws the ball around a lot, and West Georgia's used to several receivers. So their pass defense is probably gonna look pretty good today. They don't come in with very many sacks, only 10 sacks, which is kind of unusual for a team that has the ball thrown on them as much as they do.
Rams defense with 43 sacks on the season. Handoff on first down, Albany State, and stood up by some Wolves is gonna be, I believe that's McCray on the carry again. They stand him up at about the 30-yard line. It'll be 3 yards, 2nd down and 7 coming up.
This is kind of the recipe that Albany State used the last time they played West Georgia. They ran the ball 253 yards, I believe, rushing against the West Georgia team that liked to come out and throw the ball. Albany State was content to pound and dominate the time of possession.
It'll be 2nd down, 7. Tight end Christian Grant will reset to the near side here. On 2nd down, play action, bootleg action, looking for a receiver to tight end, and he's out of bounds, led him out of there, incomplete. And now good coverage there. With the coverage downfield for West Georgia is going to be Javon Jackson. So the Rams try a little bootleg to the tight end. It'll be 3rd down, 7 coming up.
When Banu came out of that, I thought he was going to take the shorter route to his tight end. He had number 81, Derek Davis, open right in front of him, and he tried to pass the ball deep downfield. That was tight coverage, and had the extra defender be in the sideline. Incomplete pass.
Rams converted the first 3rd down. They come in averaging 39% on the year on 3rd down. This will be 3rd down, 7. 13 minutes to go here. First quarter, we have no score. Spread it out. Double receivers to both sides. Play clock down to 3 seconds. And they get the play off. Back to pass, Banu. He steps up, and he's going to turn it upfield and try and run it. And he is going to be close and get the first down. And he has the first down at about the Albany State 38-yard line. So, again, Banu is going to tuck and run for an Albany State first down.
And that's like the Rams get good positive yards. If he steps up, there's nobody to cover him on that. Normally, he did a good job of getting that first down for the Rams.
Yeah, Banu does run the ball. He's no stranger to tucking it and going for what yardage he can in key situations. They're able to convert twice on 3rd down with his legs right there. See what West Georgia can do to adjust to the scrambling quarterback.
West Georgia, 4-man front down defense. McCray on the run for Albany State. Whoa, nice run. He's going to dive down to about the 45-yard line. McCray coming in today, 163 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 8.1 a carry. He got almost that on that one. And injury timeout. Yeah, there's an injured West Georgia player down around the 42-yard line, so the athletic training team will attend to him from West Georgia. 12:24 to go, first quarter. Stoppage of play right now. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Well,
Go ahead, no.
Going back to that last play,
Yeah.
Cody Gass, number 30, was the defense. I think he was either playing defensive end or linebacker over here on the right side of that defense. Boy, and if he doesn't come down and just get a piece of the running back's legs there, that whole side of the defense had collapsed in. He was going to run a long way. So that was a touchdown-saving tackle, even though it occurred 4 yards from where the runner actually went down. If he doesn't make that tackle and get a piece of that leg, that guy's still running.
McCray has had 2 long touchdown runs in the last 2 games. 30 yards last week against Miles and 51 in that Fort Valley game in Columbus. So injured players off the field for West Georgia. It'll be 2nd and 2 Albany State. Ball resting at the Ram 46-yard line. And double receivers will split wide right. Tight end Tyree Taylor lined up as an H-back there to the left, and they put him in motion now. Banu Again, run that pistol most of the game here for Albany State. Second and short. Play action. He wants to throw it. And he steps to throw it, and that's holding. Looks like Joe Shorter. Yeah, he was being held up. He was trying to get him on that post pattern. I believe number 2 got caught. The defensive back, Antoine Davis, I believe, was the guy that was floating in their jersey.
Yeah, he has to do that because if he does Shorter's back, that's possibly a touchdown for Albany State. Coaches tell you, if you get beat, just go ahead and hold it because it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. And that's much better than giving up the touchdown against these Rams early.
15-yard penalty. That is number 2, Antoine Davis, out of Macon, Georgia, with that pass interference. They will mark the ball down to the West Georgia 39-yard line.
Joe Shorter had a big catch last week, even though Malik Barnes was given credit. He had a big catch, a 67-yarder that got Albany State down to the 4-yard line in score position early in that game.
1st and 10 Rams, and they little waggle play there. Get it to Tyree Taylor. Taylor's going to run it inside the 35 and be taken down at about the West Georgia 32. So pretty good yardage there for the Rams on 1st down.
West Georgia tried to cover that thing. Out back, got up in the field and waggle pass, made a good job to turn it upfield on. Got what, 6 or 7 yards?
Good yardage for the Rams on 1st down.
Clock running, 11:31 to go. We're in the 1st quarter here. West Georgia shows a blitz. And just like that, Banu kind of yelling out instructions. Offensive coordinator for Albany State is Adam Miller. Head coach, of course, Gabe Gardena. And they're ready to go. 2nd down, about 4 to go. And, boy, this time stood up. Number 3 came in there with a big hit. That's going to be the safety, Chris Blackston, out of Adairsville, Georgia, with a big hit there on McCray. He's going to be short of the 1st down at about the 30. It'll be 3rd down and a yard to go.
So what that tells you, that linebacker, that safety is rolled up in there to protect that run, and the Rams should be able to throw it over the top right there because he was coming on that play. Good job by number 3 for West Georgia.
So both teams make changes here. It'll be 3rd down and 1. The Rams tighten it up, got a couple of tight ends in the ball game. 3rd and 1, they're going to throw it out there and hit Tyree Taylor, and incomplete.
Boy, that's a great play by the cornerback number 29 for West Georgia that time. That's Dante Matthews, a 5'9" defensive back out of Phoenix City, Alabama. And he was right there with the coverage. And I tell you what, even if the receiver holds on to that ball, I don't know if he gets the 1st down. And,
big play here, though.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Albany State throw for it on 3rd and 1. That type of pass, it seems like they had their mind made up to go for it on 4th down. They would have thrown it further down.
10-36, Fred.
All right, Albany State on the season, 8 for 11 on 4th down. 4th down and a yard to go. Give it to the I-back. And he's tripped up and going to get the 1st down. That's going to be Isaiah McCray. Got tripped up. And last week, he didn't get tripped up. He was for a touchdown, but this time it's good enough for a Ram 1st down. So the Rams are now 9 for 12 on the season. But that's 5th in the nation. They came in 5th in the nation, converting on 4th down, and a big one there.
Yeah, they pick and choose the spots when they go for it. Don't go for it as often as most teams, but when they go for it, they usually convert it.
Clock moving, 10:16 to go. We have no score here in Albany, Georgia. 1st round of the Division II playoffs. Banu under center. He will give it to McCray again, trying to get around the edge, and he is going to turn it upfield and be taken down at about the West Georgia 22. And now they're going to switch out, bring in about 5, 6, 7 guys on defense. West Georgia, some fresh jerseys coming in the game there. 9:54, clock moving. Get about 5 yards. We'll call it 2nd down. Looks like about 5 to go from here. Ball is resting at the 22-yard line.
Albany State relying heavily on those freshman running backs today, like you mentioned, Fred. Folks, who's the leading rusher for the team, is out with a shoulder injury. 2 freshmen are going to have to carry the load today.
Going underneath them.
Tight end in motion here. Banu yelling out the count. 2nd and 5. Give it to McCray again, trying to get around the edge. And one man to beat, can't get around the corner. Ball is going to be fumbled. And picked up by West Georgia, still on the run, midfield, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. And he is going to take it all the way back for the touchdown. My goodness. Wow, what a big play. We have a flag down at the 15-yard line.
That might be a block in the back. But, boy, I tell you, I agree with you, Fred. What a big play for West Georgia. It looks like Albany State's marching down the field. And just mentioned that there's a freshman running back in there, and he's trying to make something happen. He's trying to bounce the ball outside.
We have a referee still, a judge back here. Why would he still?
He's just still holding the spot at the end of that run.
Okay. Yeah. So the ball was fumbled by McCray, and that's one thing that Coach Gardena talked about: freshman running backs, doing some freshman things. And that time looks like the ball was just forced out of there. So they say the fumble return for the TD is good, and that's number 13. Mike Miller, who picked up the fumble. The Rams driving down the field, and McCray fumbled the ball, and it's returned the distance for a West Georgia touchdown. 6-0 West Georgia leading in Albany, Georgia.
Yeah, and that goes back to what Coach Gabe Gardena talked about this team. He said that last week they were doing really well offensively, and just the turnovers just really stopped them. And that really was the only thing to stop him. And boy, right there.
And West Georgia can create a few. Here's the point after try by the Wolves of West Georgia. Kick is up. It's high enough. It is good. So you score West Georgia 7. Albany State nothing. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff with 9:12 to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back. All right. Thanks a lot. Albany State University trailing is West Georgia 7-0. And West Georgia with a big play on defense. And they forced some turnovers. If you looked at it, they have quite a few, and they capitalized right there. Albany State with a good drive, but West Georgia, their defense coming up with 6 points is 7-0, and we are still in the first quarter as they again kick off to Albany State.
Yeah, Albany State's going to have to compose themselves after that. The Rams defense comes in only giving up 4.7 points per game, so they already have more points on the scoreboard than they're used to seeing right now, and they haven't even taken the field. This Albany State offense, that's the second time a turnover has resulted in a touchdown. There was an interception against Benedict. Yeah, that was returned for a touchdown. And now here, a long fumble recovery. I think it was about 73 yards.
Here's the kickoff. Again, West Georgia, Joe Shorter in the end zone is going to take a knee, so the Rams will have it first down at the 25-yard line. So 9:12 to go, 7-0 West Georgia. First round action, Division II playoffs, and the winner of this game will move on to take on Valdosta State. They get the week off. That game will be next Saturday, November the 27th, 1 p.m. at Baines Borgheiter Stadium. So Albany State offense got to gather themselves, and I know if you're talking to young man McCray, you're going to need him in this game.
Yeah, you're going to need him.
If you coach Gardena and the offensive coaches, he's not coming back out this time. Looks like Cam Ward is going to be coming in the Ram backfield, and we'll see what the ASU offense will do this time here. Trailing now 7-0. Double receivers split to the left as Banu, the quarterback, 20 touchdown passes on the season, has 10 interceptions, thrown for over 1,800 yards, puts his tight end Christian Grant in motion. And first down play action, he wants to throw, looking to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete, looking for a jump for Javon Wooten. And the incomplete in there kind of help break it up is Devontae Matthews. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That's a good job by Matthews. I think he felt the heat coming on him from West Georgia, and he tried to look and catch it at the same time to him.
Yeah, Wooten left his feet and really didn't need to.
Yeah,
he kind of jumped and put himself in a vulnerable position. If he just, I know it's kind of hard to stand there and wait for the ball to come to you when a defender's bearing down on you. But if he just stands there and catches that ball with his hands, that's a completed pass. His quarterback worked hard to get that one to him. He's got to make that catch.
2nd and 10, Albany State passing again. They go to a little screen play. That's going to be, looks like Rashad Jordan is going to get the Ram first down. We hadn't seen Jordan in a few weeks for Albany State. He has been injured a bit, but this time he's going to pick up right at 10 yards. They spot him down. I thought he crossed the 35. Yeah, but it's 10 yards, 1st and 10. Albany State at the Ram 35. 8:51 to go here. First quarter, if you just joined us, 7-0 West Georgia with the lead. They had a fumble return over 70 yards. Don't have the quite numbers, but either way, a long fumble return for a touchdown. And Albany State now with the ball, going from right to left. and give it to freshman Cameron Ward. Boy, ran into a couple of wolves there, turns his shoulder, and he's a hard runner, though. That's a tough 3 yards there, out to about the 38-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7 as they make a defensive substitution coming in for West Georgia on defense. Matthew Parker, 6'1" linebacker. He's from Beaufort, Georgia, as Albany State will make a substitution as well.
Quick score update from the Bowie State Lenore Ryan game. It's 7-0 Bowie State at home, lead 7-0 early in that game.
Okay.
2nd and 7, play clock with about 12 seconds on it. Joe Shorter resetting for the Rams on 2nd down 7. They give it to Ward. Boy, he is met in the backfield. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They came off that right edge, and I believe that's the same guy. I believe that may have been Matthews. If not, I know number 23 was there, Deontay Overstreet. And the Rams fortunate. I think he might have got a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6 Rams at the Albany State 39-yard line.
That blitz is straight out of the Morehouse playbook. They ran 2 guys off the right side of the defense, and the guard and tackle on this side didn't pick up either one of them.
Possession play for the Rams, 3rd down 6. McCray resets in the backfield, trips to the left side here. Back down pass is going to be Banu, and he's going to flip it out to McCray. McCray's going to break a tackle. Midfield 45 and out of bounds at the West Georgia sideline. And boy, that was a good job by McCray on offense to break it. He had a guy at his ankles trying to pull him down, and he's going to run for the Ram 1st down. And how about the way Banu flipped that thing out there?
Exactly.
Yeah,
something happened on that play.
That's a great play by Albany State quarterback Banu to just avoid the sack on that. He was able to almost underhanded pitch it to the guy, and McCray escapes and gets good yardage on converts the 3rd down.
6:49 to go, clock moving here in the 1st quarter. As West Georgia they've been making defensive substitutions all day. They're trying to keep some fresh guys out there as the Rams have had the ball pretty much the entire 1st quarter so far. It'll be 1st and 10. Banu wants to pass again, steps up, and looking for running room out of the backfield. He breaks it at the 30, 25, still on his feet to 20. He turns it inside and out of bounds around the 15-yard line. And what a nice run from Albany State. Banu from the 43 to the 15.
Good Georgia defense come in, only giving up 17 points a game. That was actually 1st in the Gulf South. Good enough for 21st in the country. But against this Albany State offense, so far in the 1st quarter, the only thing that stopped Albany State was the turnover. They're right back down in the red zone, looking to answer that fumble recovery for the touchdown.
29-yard run by the quarterback, Banu. Double receivers split to the left, and Christian Grant, tight end, goes in motion here on 1st down. Ball at the 14 of West Georgia. Back to pass. Banu throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. That was a little bit low there for his big tight end. Coming there to make sure it was broken up is number 23, Overstreet. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Banu came in today having rushed the ball 57 times. Now, he's a quarterback, so, of course, this includes all his scrambles. He actually has gained 259 yards on those runs. His sacks come out of that. He's been sacked a few times and lost 133 yards. So if you look at his running numbers, it says 57 carries for 126 yards, a 2.2 average. But as you can see, he's a much better runner than that shows.
2nd down 10 at the 14. Again, they will hand off, and boy, breaking and still running behind his guys, and finally they're going to drag him down. And McCray was trying to run behind his big lineman, and number 49, Parker, able to come in and make the stop. And might have got about 3 yards. They will spot him, looks like around the 11, so we say 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7. Ball at the 11-yard line of West Georgia. 5:35 to go. 1st quarter, 7-0 West Georgia, but the Rams in striking distance. We'll see if they can pick up a 1st down or do a little bit better.
That last play looked almost like the play McCray fumbled on. A run to the left side where he kind of got stumbled up, backed up, and a lot of players around the ball scratching and pulling at it. That time he's able to hold on. Convert this 3rd down.
3 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 7. Throw to the end zone, and it's caught. Oh no! Is it an interception?
It's an interception.
Wow! I thought it was on. My goodness! It looks like the Ram had his hands on it.
Yeah, that was picked off all the way, Fred, by West Georgia right there. He tried to fit it in. I'm not sure that ball got tipped or not, but that was picked off all the way.
27, I believe, is that's going to be Kadarius Satterwhite with the interception. So 2 turnovers. Rams with good drives going all the way down to the 11-yard line, and an interception in the end zone will be a touchback, and West Georgia will have the ball at the 20-yard line with 5:05 go in the first quarter. Still a 7-0 lead for the Wolves.
This will be the first time, boy, I can't remember a game where the defense takes the field the first time with 5 minutes in the first quarter, 10 minutes into the game before the Rams' dirty blue defense and that high-potent West Georgia offense take the field. And, boy, this is the matchup we wanted to see, how this #1 defense in the nation does against this high-powered offense.
Harrison Frost, the quarterback, first quarterback for West Georgia, over 3,000 yards in the season. Completes his first pass for 5 yards out to the 25-yard line. And number 6, that's going to be Patterson, caught the ball, but Brandarius Rawlins with a big hit there. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Talked about this Albany State defense in the pregame show, and they have the defensive player, SIC defensive player, Stephon Pierre, 91 tackles, holding down that linebacker spot. Look for him to make a lot of plays today.
West Georgia ready to go. They pistol bootleg, looking to throw the ball as Frost. He flips it out there, and it's going to be caught. And making the catch is number 24. That's Jace Jordan. He's a 5'9" junior from Mount Zion. And boy, he just went to the highest point and pulled that thing down at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Jace Jordan coming in. He's a running back. He rolled out of the backfield on a little wheel route. And he was wide open on the sideline. The cornerback tried to come up and make a play on him, but like you said, Fred, he high-pointed that ball and brought it down.
West Georgia offense averaging 37 points a game, over 400 yards. They try a little flip out of the backfield, hit the running back, and the Rams are going to get the same guy, Jace Jordan, to catch the ball across the 40, and he'll be taken down at about maybe the 43-yard line. At about 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down 6.
They tried a little up-tempo right there, a little screen, something in the flats right there. Guy got positive yards on that particular play. That West Georgia did.
Yeah, they keep it up-tempo for you because this offense, they keep the ball moving. A lot of Gulf South teams run high tempo like that.
Man in motion here on 2nd down 6. Handoff to Jordan. Jordan near side's going to run for a West Georgia 1st down into Ram territory. Taken down at the Albany State 48-yard line. Offensive coordinator for the Wolves is Graham Craig. And a nice little run that time. They sealed us off there on the defensive left. West Georgia gets the big 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10. 3:15 to go. We're in the first quarter. And West Georgia moving the ball at the Albany State 48-yard line. As the quarterback, of course, 21 touchdown passes on the season. And new running back getting the ball. And the Rams are going to limit him. Got maybe a yard on the play. It's going to be number 32 on the carry there for the Wolves. That's Tyree Devison. He's out of Woodstock, Georgia. Give him about a yard on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 9 at the Ram 47-yard line.
But like Malik Barnes, one of the Albany State defenders on the tackle there. Malik comes in today, 39 tackles, 5 sacks. He's a playmaker on that Albany State defense. We'll be calling his name a lot today as well.
2nd and 9, trips package to the left. Quarterback, Harrison Frost. Play action all day to throw it. Fired there, and it's going to be caught at the 20, 15, and it'll be 1st down West Georgia at the Ram 12-yard line. Number 6 on the receiving end, Phil Patterson.
Yeah, this guy comes in, 26 catches for 329 yards and 3 touchdowns. Last week against West Georgia, he had 3 catches for 116 yards. Big plays. I think he had a 92-yard reception and a touchdown. So West Georgia moving the ball right down the field like Albany State did on their first 2 drives. And it looks like the only thing that might stop him is a turnover, Albany State's down 2 turnovers in this game. If they don't get one here.
Under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. 7-0 West Georgia knocking at the door at the 12-yard line. Slant, incomplete, looking for a late flag. Number 7, the intended receiver, Mashane Slade. And one official right there, the second one, he didn't throw his flag, but the other one did. I believe the side judge is going to say probably pass interference or holding against the Rams.
Yeah, I think Marquell Brown did grab him early as he was making his break, like he was running a post route there. And when the receiver jumped inside of him, he put that arm around his waist to slow him down. And that prevented the touchdown. So, it gives Albany State another chance to defend the goal line right here, because I think if McQuell doesn't grab that guy, he walks into the end zone with a touchdown.
All right, so first and goal, they will move the ball to the 3-yard line as they spot it down there. First and goal, double receivers will split to the left side as West Georgia, this drive started back at the 20, and they're already at the Albany State 3-yard line. This was a penalty play here. A minute 45 to go in the first quarter, and they're ready to go. 2 backs in the backfield as Frost will hand off to the running back, Jace Jordan, and he stood up and driven backwards, and they may give him progress to the 2-yard line. It'll be second and goal coming up. And that's Dirty Blue defense standing tall, but still second down and goal.
Yeah, Albany State's defense comes in. Believe it or not, boy, this is a situation they're not used to. They've only had 8 red zone drives against them. That means eight times where the team made it inside the 20, attempting to score. The team was successful 5 times, 3 touchdowns, all passing. No one has a rushing touchdown against the Rams defense this year.
It'll be second and goal at the Ram 2-yard line. Frost, option play, and Jordan is going to walk in, touchdown West Georgia. So West Georgia, 13-0 over Albany State, 59 seconds to go in the first quarter. And that time they ran the option and nobody was home, and an easy TD and an 80-yard drive for the Wolves. Omar Cervantes point out the try to make it a 14-0 game. Here's a snap, place down, kick is up, has the distance, and it is good. So your score, West Georgia 14, Albany State nothing. First round of the Division II playoffs. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. All right, thanks a lot. It's the first round of the Division II playoffs from Albany, Georgia. The Golden Rams of Albany State down 14-0. West Georgia, the Wolves out of the Gulf South Conference, capitalizing on 2 turnovers. This time they drove it 80 yards. The first one was just a fumble return, and this time that high potent offense able to get down the field quickly. 59 seconds left in the first quarter, kickoff. And a deep one in the end zone. Joe Short is going to bring it out for Albany State. Cross 5, 10, and looking for the sideline, and going to be stood up over there and thrown out of bounds at the West Georgia sideline. It'll be Rams ball. They will spot him down somewhere around the 15, maybe just across it. 52 ticks left here in the first quarter. And Coach Massey, West Georgia, not what you expected. You didn't expect their defense to come out and do what has happened to the Albany State. You were kind of looking for the flip-flop. But the turnovers are really haunted Albany State.
Exactly. They have, and we just got to get back. The Rams got to get back in the ballgame. West Georgia playing pretty good defense as far as getting execution, getting the shutdown when they couldn't get the first down on that particular play down on the end zone.
Yeah, West Georgia coming in +4 in turnover margin, and Albany State at one time was +6 in the SIC in turnover margin, and over the last 3 weeks that's really changed. Talk about it after this play.
First down at the 15. Tyree Taylor, the tight end, is going to catch the ball and out of bounds with a first down at the Albany State 27-yard line. So first and 10, Tyree Taylor. The tight end came in with 17 receptions, 230 yards and a touchdown. And first down there with 43 ticks left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, just to finish that thought, 4 games ago, Albany State was +6 in turnover margin. Over the last 4 games, they've reduced that to a -2. So they're -8 in the turnover margin over the last 4 games. something that Coach Gabe Yargina talked about, and something that Albany State's going to have to reverse if they want to win this game.
Bonu, the quarterback, ready to go on first down. Want to throw it and overshoots his tight end, Derek Davis. Had him open at the 30-yard line, but just too tall for him. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 16 seconds left here. 14-0 your score. West Georgia leading. This is the first round of the D2 playoffs. The winner will move on to take on Valdosta State next Saturday down in Valdosta. That'll be a 1 p.m. kickoff next Saturday. So Albany State with a 2nd down and 10. As Deontay Bonu trying to regroup the Rams here. Cam Ward in the backfield as the running back. Slot formation to the right. And West Georgia showing a blitz, and Ward, the running back, hit hard. And he will get the 30-yard line, but he was hit hard. After about 3 yards, it'll be 3rd down and about 7, and that might be the last play of the quarter.
Well, I think that was number 38. Monte Harris, linebacker out of Noonan, Georgia for West Georgia, coming in making that big hit.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, your score, West Georgia 14, Albany State nothing. First round D2 playoff action. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment.
At this time, we kindly request that any current or former members of our armed forces please stand to be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for these brave men and women who have given so much to serve our country.
All right, thanks a lot. We head to the second quarter. 14-0. West Georgia with the lead. Rams will have a 3rd and 7 at the Albany State 30. Now Albany State going from left to right on your radio. Rams in a hole here early in this ball game. Bonu going to throw over the middle and incomplete. I believe the intended target was Tyree Taylor. It's incomplete. He got hit as he threw the ball. It'll be a 4th down punting situation.
I can't get that number though, but he had a bird's eye view on Bonu that time, number 20. Can't see it, 23.
Bonu comes in, having been sacked 17 times. That was the lowest in the SIAC. And the defense for West Georgia only sacked the quarterback 10 times. So don't figure they're going to get to him that often, but that time they did and affected his throw.
Ronnie Blackman back deep for the Wolves of West Georgia. He'll take it at the 32-yard line, and he retreats to the 30, and he's at the 25 and going to be taken down. So he's going to lose yardage as he will be spotted down at the 27. That's good coverage down by field. He couldn't get that corner, and he retreated and lost yardage, and Albany State playing good special teams will have West Georgia back at the 27. But they shown it doesn't really matter. This offense is potent. Last time they had an 80-yard drive. We'll see if the Dirty Blue defense coming in as the #1 defense and total defense on the in Division II. See what they do against this Wolves offense. Wolves now going from right to left. Visiting team today, they have on their white jerseys, blue pants and their white headgear. The Rams in all blue, tops, bottoms, and silver headgear.
They play solid defense and fundamentally sound. They don't take a lot of chances, and therefore they don't generate a whole lot of turnovers. Only coming in today with about, 17 takeaways, which isn't a lot when you look at what went on in SIAC. Most teams go right around 20 takeaways. They're going to have to get some of it there if they want to throw this West Georgia defense.
The first pass was incomplete. Jace Jordan off his back there. It'll be 2nd and 10 West Georgia at the 27-yard line. 14:38 to go. Second quarter action here in Albany, Georgia. Trips to the right. And Frost, quick pass is tipped up, and wow, how was that caught? It is going to be caught by number 7, Shane Slade. And sometimes you got to be lucky better than good, because no way that ball is supposed to fall right in your lap like that, and it does. And it'll be caught for a West Georgia first down at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that ball was tipped, and that was a great chance for Albany State defensively to make a play there. But Shane Slade just stuck with it. He was on his back when he caught the ball. And like you said, Fred, just right in the right place at the right time, sometimes better looking than good.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line, as the quarterback, Frost, will put a man in motion there. That's Patterson, and hand off to the running back, Jace Jordan, and he'll get around the corner at the 45, and Rawlins is a ball fumbled. And wow, now they say he's down. Ball came loose, but they are spotting him down at the 49-yard line, and Rawlins is upset there. I think he thinks that ball, let's see the replay here, see if we can tell. He thinks that ball was out.
Boy,
look, it looks like it.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
Boy, there's no replay in Division II football.
Yeah,
but that ball.
Can't quite tell it.
Yeah.
Looking, well, now it looks like his arm is underneath it. So they may have gotten it right there. So I believe West Georgia, they are going to maintain possession, but it looks like his arm was underneath that ball when he hit the ground, and the ground can't cause a fumble.
Yeah. But what should have happened on that play was back at the line of scrimmage, the guy should have been tackled. We had it. Albany State had it. Number 37, DeJazio Williams, had a chance to make the play in the backfield almost. Just didn't.
Bootleg action, and Frost throwing it deep and out of bounds. And looking for his intended receiver, number 19, Blackman, incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
Well, he took a shot that time, looking for almost a killer shot here early in the second quarter. Albany State defense was there, and actually got some good pressure on the quarterback that time. He really couldn't set up and deliver that ball down the field like he wanted to.
Rams making a defensive substitution. Number 43, Eric Price, will check in that dirty blue defense. It'll be second and 10. West Georgia just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Double receivers on both sides, as Harrison Frost is ready to go. Back to pass here, fired, and it's going to be caught. And the Rams broke a tie. That's Stephon Pierre. He doesn't do much of that. He's able to get away from Pierre.
Cameron Hopkins.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry. I apologize. That's Terrell Cole.
Yeah,
with the reception right there.
Second lead receiver. Yeah, he's a second lead receiver for the Wolves. Has 42 receptions coming in, and 600 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. It's going to be short of the first down by a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 1. West Georgia, the Albany State 42-yard line. 12:48, the clock moving here in the second quarter. 14-0 your score. West Georgia leading Albany State in the first round of the Division II playoffs. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Frost yelling out the count here. On 3rd down and short, handoff to his running back, and hit, and depends on the spot.
They're going to get the first down. West Georgia's a pretty potent offense, like we've talked about. They coming in averaging right at 34 points a game, which is good enough for 18th in the nation. They throw the ball around pretty good, 325 yards a game, which is good enough for 8th in the nation. And their total offense is 468 yards per game, and that's good enough for 18th in the nation. And boy, I'd like to know who's above them, because that's a lot of yards per game, 468. And the most impressive thing about this team to me, on 3rd down, they're converting 53.8% of the time.
And handoff to a new back, and boy, the Rams doing going to be a loss that time. They give it to number 4, who checking in Christian Royalston, and Albany State's going to tackle him for a loss of about 2 yards. It'll be second down and 12, and that's good defense that time by the Golden Rams, dirty blue.
West Georgia had the zone block at that time, and we got upfield on them that time. The Rams got upfield on them and shut that play down.
We have a neutral officiating crew here from the South Atlantic Conference, the referee Todd Boyd. Got to meet them. I was at the meeting last night, the NCAA meeting they had the night before. It'll be second down and 12. Frost, another quick pass, and Royston's going to break a tackle, and he's going to be out of bounds. They will skip about the 37-yard line, so it'll be about 3 yards, we call it. It'll be a 3rd down and 7 coming up.
West Georgia spray that thing around to everybody. On 4, 20, to all of them. They do a good job of spraying that ball around to the receivers.
And just when they throw it around and get you used to defending the pass, they're going to try to run it on you. Yeah. And that time, they showed that the running backs are tough. coming out of the backfield. That guy lowered his shoulder and walked right through Albany State. Will be tackled.
So it'll be 3rd and 7, a possession play here. West Georgia, they're pretty good on the season converting. We'll see what happens here on 3rd down. Frost, quick pass, and it's going to be bobbled and incomplete. And a good job by the Rams defender there. Intended receiver, number 6, Patterson, couldn't come down with it, and the Rams break it up. It'll be 4th down.
West Georgia has an injured player here. Not sure who this is. Might be the running back. I'm not sure.
Looks like a lineman by the size of that guy. I don't know. Yeah, by the size. I can't quite tell. We have 10:55 to go here. We're in the second quarter, 14-0 West Georgia with the lead in the first round of the Division II playoffs. It'll be 4th and 7. The ball spotted at the Ram 37-yard line. Well, decision time. You think they go for it?
Not surprised what they do. They're almost in that no man's land. This will be a 54-yard field goal. And, you know, why punt it when you're up 14-0 and, you know, only give up, you know, maybe 20 or 20 yards in field position.
And the Rams have to be disciplined on this play because, you know, they try to throw them outside and get a little closer.
Yeah, that's a possibility. They come in 14. They attempted 14 attempts on 4th down. They converted 8, so that's right at 57%. This West Georgia offense, and the Rams defense comes in very good on 4th down, only allowing 29%. 6 of 21 for the opposing team.
All right, the injured player for West Georgia is Benjamin Walters. He's 6'2", 295 pounds, a senior. He's from Americus, Georgia. He's assisted off the field, mostly under his own power. They're going for it. So it'll be 4th and 7. West Georgia will keep the offense out here. And they will go for it. Double receivers to both sides. As Harrison Frost, a 6'1" junior, the quarterback from Kennesaw, Georgia, lines up, ready to go. Rams in the neutral zone. Free play, and they will throw it incomplete. They'll get another shot at it. Albany State in the neutral zone at the snap. 10:51 to go, and won't be enough for a first down, though, but it'll make it 4th down and about 2 coming up.
Now, if you're West Georgia, this is another decision because this makes the field goal a little easier. Their field goal kicker comes in, and I think his long is 46 for the year. From right now, from this is going to be about a 49-yarder, but it looks like they're going to leave the offense out there and go for the 4th and 2.
When David Dean was at Valdosta State, he went for it a lot on 4th down. And this will be another one. 4th down and a little bit closer. 4th and 2 at the Ram 32-yard line. Wolves back to pass. Frost near side. Incomplete. Again, Patterson, and this time Malik Barnes with the coverage. Rams will take over on downs. 10:48 to go here in the second quarter. 14-0, but Albany State trying to give themselves a little life as the Albany State offense will get the ball.
Number 8 tried to run. And that's a good job. Malik separating him from the ball.
Albany State's offense comes back. Now, they moved the ball really well the first 2 drives, both of them ended in turnovers. But that last drive, they came out and it was a quick 3 and out against this West Georgia defense. They've had a lot of time to sit on the sideline and talk about it, see what they regroup with, and come out and see if they can move the ball and get back in the game.
So 1st and 10, Albany State at the Ram 32-yard line, trailing by 14 points. They set the receiver, Joe Shorter, play action. They want to throw it, and boy, under pressure and sack just like that. Number 23 able to come in there, Deontay Overstreet, and boy, before Bonner would get set, he had a guy on top of him, and they sacked him, and that's a big loss, all the way back to the 20.
Yeah, I don't think Albany State was really sure about that play. It kind of was a slow developing. He looked like he was trying to fake to the running back, and the running back really didn't follow through with the fake. It looked like everybody was on the same page right there for that Albany State offense.
It'll be a 12-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 22. All the way back at the Ram 20-yard line. Banu, draw play, give it to the running back as McCray trying to get the near side. And West Georgia able to play keys on that draw and stop him after about 4 yards at the Ram 24-yard line. So the Rams are going to be looking at 3rd down and long coming up.
3rd down and very long. Boy, Albany State offensively coming in today, converting 39% of the time on 3rd down. But they don't normally face 3rd and 12. They usually run a pretty good ball control offense, and they keep themselves in 3rd and short. This time is, excuse me, I said 3rd and 12. This is 3rd and 17.
Big play.
3rd and 18.
So 3rd down and 18. Back to pass. Banu. And he is going to be on the run and not get there. He's going to cross the 30. No, they say he got it. Wow. His body's at about the 31-yard line, and they say he's down to the 30, so maybe he's skidded up there. Either way, it'll be a 4th down. And as Bolinas, the punter, will have to come back out there for Albany State. So the Rams offense not able to get anything going there. It'll be 4th down and long with 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. West Georgia with a 14-point lead, and number 19, Ronnie Blackman, back to return the ball again for the Wolves. Bolinas has had a good year, all conference, kicking and punting, special teamer. And Blackman inside the 20, and he is going to be taken there. Boy, he might have to start waiting for a fair catch. He's losing yards every time he gets back there and trying to make a play, and he loses yards back to the 15.
50-yard punt. He caught it at the 20 and then lost 5 on the return. So that's, in essence, a 55-yard change in field position for the benefit of the Rams. But boy, they got to be really disappointed that the offense hadn't been able to get anything going these last 2 drives. The defense came out and snuffed West Georgia out that time when they were trying to score. You just don't know how many times that defense can stay out there on the field and hold his West Georgia offense, wait for the Albany State defense offense to get going.
So 8:33 to go here in the second quarter. West Georgia leading by 14 points. They get the ball back at the 15-yard line, and their quarterback, Harrison Frost, in that pistol formation, 3 receivers. He'll give it to his running back near side, and he's going to be cut down. And underneath him there to make the stop, pick him up as soon as I can see the jersey. That's Rawlings, the Rams safety, able to come. They will give him a yard out to the 16. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Yeah, go ahead.
Rollins coming out of that a little woozy. Going to be substituted for number 8 for the Rams. Going to come in and take his place there, Malachi Brown. Rollins went low and might have took a helmet in the head that time.
Well, this is a big guy at running back, Tyree Devison. He's 5'8", 247 pounds, out of Woodstock, Georgia.
Okay.
7:55 to go here. It'll be 2nd and 9. West Georgia, 4 receivers. Frost wants to pass, and it's going to be caught. And that's going to be the guy we talked about, the leading receiver there, number 7, Mashane Slade, with the catch on the 1st down for the Wolves.
Slade was all alone over there. He got lost in that coverage some kind of way. I'm not sure exactly where he was lined up and what West Georgia did. Boy, they ran some kind of interference and got him out there outside the numbers all by himself.
The Dirty Blue defense has 43 sacks on the season. That's first in the nation. And they yet to get to this guy. He's getting rid of the ball quick. And it'll be 1st down, West Georgia to the 32-yard line. And they're ready to go. They stack up 3 receivers to the near side here on 1st down. And play action this time. Did I just call the number?
Yes, sir.
They sack him inside the 25. Okay. A dead ball.
It looks like not the dead ball foul number 67 for West Georgia. Now he got it pushing. I'm not sure who they're going to call this on because the officials often get the second person. But number 67, I think, for West Georgia, like he might have been involved in something after the play.
Rams had a jailbreak. They sacked the quarterback Frost at about the 23-yard line, and after the play, we got penalty flags. 7:13 to go here in the second quarter, and the referee, Todd Boyd, in a conference. We'll see what this call is going to be.
Well, they're going to mark something off against Albany State here, I think, Fred. Already I see the umpire is poised that way.
It's a 2 foul. Against number 7, Luke Barnes. Wow. They're calling 2 penalties against Albany State. 30 yards in penalties. The Rams sacked the quarterback. And West Georgia comes out with 30 yards as 2 penalties assessed against the Albany State Dirty Blue defense.
I'd like to see what happens. Let's see if we can get the replay here. So the quarterback goes down with the sack, and after that, oh wow. Okay, so I got he gets up and does the that's going to get that flag. I'm not sure what the other one was, but number 91 for the Rams. You just got to know better.
So the Rams finally get the sack on the quarterback, but West Georgia gets the first down. And on 1st and 10, they will complete a pass to Slade at the Albany State 41-yard line. 6:59 to go. Clock moving here in the second quarter. West Georgia completing another pass that's going to be good for about 7 yards. About 6, we'll say. So we'll make it about 7. So it'll be second down from here. Looks like about 3, well, about 4. So we say second down and 4. Clock moving here. 6:38 to go to halftime. Frost back to pass is going to throw it. Looking near side. Ball in the air, and it's going to be caught. And coming down with the catch is number 16, Cole. Out there with the coverage is going to be Williams for the Rams, but that time the receiver just made a better play there. He snagged the ball down. West Georgia quickly down to the Albany State, what is that, about the 16?
Yeah, and boy, that's just a great play by Cole and a bad play by the Albany State defensive back. Cole sees the ball and he goes up and he high points it, and the Albany State defensive player never even tried to make a play on the ball and allowed Cole to go up and didn't contest him at all. And boy, West Georgia's moving the ball right down in the red zone against Albany State once again.
So they spotted down about the Ram 11-yard line. About the 16, and Frost will throw it man wide open there. He's going to make the catch and be nailed. It's going to be close to a first down there. On the receiving end is Javen West. He's a 5'7" sophomore out of Warner Robins, and they will say it's going to be first and goal. So first and goal at the 6-yard line of Albany State. So first and goal at the Ram 6. Clock moving, 5:44 to go here to halftime, and West Georgia already up 14, trying to increase the lead here over Albany State. First round action here, Division II play. It's the first time these teams have ever met in the playoffs. It's the 11th overall meet. West Georgia with a 7-3 advantage, and right now out front and with all the momentum here against Albany State here in the first half of this game. First and goal at the 6. All day to throw the ball. Frost is going to throw to the end zone, and it's going to be no call.
Well, incomplete, but then there's a flag in the end zone here. They're going to get Albany State for pass interference. Looks like it. There were 3 Albany State defenders there, and only one West Georgia receiver. Boy, the quarterback tried to fit it in.
Did you see the offensive line? They were all holding hands, and no one got around them. And they just had draped out there, and the quarterback had all day to throw the ball, and as much time as they have, defender, you will get a call like that if you're, back there that long for about 6 or 7 seconds.
Well, I tell you what, we talked about how Albany State is leading the nation in sacks, 43. West Georgia's only allowed their quarterback to get sacked 6 times. And for the number of times they throw the ball, that is very impressive. I can't even explain how impressive that is with the number of times they drop back to pass. They only had a quarterback go down 6 times. And if we've seen in this game so far, looks like they rarely get caught for holding.
And that was a pass interference in the end zone. They put the ball at the 2-yard line. So it's first and goal at the Albany State 2-yard line. Frost is going to throw it and got flagged down.
And now they should get West Georgia for a pick right here. This is going to be an offensive pass interference, if I'm not mistaken, Fred. It looks like number 16, that guy, Terrell Cole, who made that big catch a little while ago. He shielded the Albany State player. Wow. Okay, well, legal formation. They could have thrown for a pick right here as well and given Albany State the choice. He should have dropped 2 flags on that play. If we had a replay, you would see him go inside and pick the Albany State defender that was covering that outside receiver, and the outside receiver went inside, and I'm surprised they didn't drop a flag on that one.
They call it a rub.
Yeah.
And I guess a rub if it's good, and a pick if it's a penalty. Either way, they back up West Georgia to the 7-yard line. After that penalty, illegal formation, it'll be first and goal at the 7, and Albany State will take a defensive timeout. So the Rams take a defensive timeout. We'll take a timeout with 5:08 to go to halftime. West Georgia up 14-0. We'll be right back. round of the Division II playoffs. And we are in Albany, Georgia. Fred Suttles, Norman Newton, and Coach Jesse Massey. And we will have a 1st and goal at the 7-yard line for the Wolves of West Georgia, who lead this thing, this game by 14 points. Strategy, the Rams took a defensive timeout as we have co-defensive coordinators for Albany State, Coach Waits, Coach Rivez. What do you think they discussed?
Well, here you want to do it the best you can to keep them out of the end zone. If you give up 3, that's fine, but you don't want to go down, touchdown before halftime and dial up something. We got to get something, get to this quarterback.
West Georgia had time to talk about it as well. We'll see what they draw up on the offense and look at the split for these double receivers to the near side.
Be isolated over here against 2 cornerbacks and be one-on-one, no help.
So 1st and goal at the 7. Frost handoff to the big running back. He breaks through him. We can't bring him down. West Georgia.
Boy, he left 3 Rams in his wake that time.
Yeah, Albany State. That time he broke 1 tackle and a couple of guys, and it will be 20-0 West Georgia. And that's number 32 on the run there. Yeah. That's going to be Tyree Devison. The big guy, 200, almost 250-pounder with the TD. 20-0 with 5:03 to go here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, he broke through the tackles of Eric Price, number 43. He broke through Derek Davis, number 91, and then Karumba Jones was the last guy that had a shot on him. Boy, the big guy just had a little head of steam going and couldn't bring him down.
And the point after by is no good. This time a miss there by number 48. That's Cervantes, the kicker, Omar Cervantes. So it's 20-0 with 5:03 to go. We will keep it here. Coming up at halftime, for our video streaming audience. So if you're watching the video stream, you will get the Albany State University Marching Rams show band. They should be doing a halftime show. And our listening audience on the radio, you'll get the Box to Row Blitz with Donald Ware.
Okay.
And Coach Massey.
I got it. 1st round, 2nd round. Georgia High School playoffs.
Yeah, so highlights from Friday night. That's coming up. So we invite you to stay tuned, especially if you want to watch the Albany State Marching Band. Is the West Georgia Wolves, they brought a pep band today. They won't be taking the field. So it'll be the Albany State band coming up at halftime for those of you watching. And of course, our radio audience will get the Box to Row Blitz and Coach Massey. I want to thank you for tuning in to WZBN Praise 105.5, the gospel leader in Albany, Georgia, and home at Albany State University Golden Rams. As 20-0 your new score here in Albany, and pretty decent crowd. It started out kind of slow, yeah. But pretty decent crowd here for a playoff game in Albany, Georgia. As West Georgia getting ready to tee it up. Rams, if they want to get something done, they need to get it done, I think, in these last 5 minutes. They're down 20-0, and
West Georgia gets the ball first in the 2nd half. So if they don't want this thing to get ugly, they want to stay competitive. The Rams have got to find a way to move the ball and put some points on the board on this drive.
And Cervantes with the kick here for West Georgia. And Joe Short again right at the goal line on the return. He will get the 10, trying to turn it upfield, and won't get that much. So Shorter about the 15-yard line. Rams are going to have a long way to go here with 4:57 to go.
And it's like you said, West Georgia playing pretty good deep with the Rams. They really got to get something going here to execute, get something on the board.
Well, I'm finna name all kind of firsts for you guys over this next few minutes. That's the first time this year Albany State's had 4 kickoff returns and a half. Normally, they don't see two kickoff returns and a half, and I can only think of one game where they've had 4 in the entire game. And this time they've had 4 in the first half because they got the first kickoff in West Georgia and scored 3 times.
So 1st and 10, Albany State at the Ram 15-yard line. Banu option play. Near side is going to get the pitch, and McCray going to lose a yard at the 14, and it's just good pursuit. There's a flag down in the secondary. So a flag, and he's moving the flag back. Looks like the back judge flag there, and I don't know what they could be from back there.
That's either offensive holding or defensive holding, or defensive hands to the faces are the easiest things to see from that position back there. A lot of times a defensive lineman was try to stop an offensive lineman from pulling out, and they get him for defensive holding. But this time it looks like it might be holding on the Rams. Have to wait and see.
And the back judge is a long ways away from the ball.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Number 77.
So half the distance, it's called a chop block.
Yeah, chop. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
That's
so-
normal.
So it's a chop block, half the distance, and they will move the ball inside the 8.
And that's going to be Pringle, who got some awards for stuff. I think he was second team All SIAC.
And Norman and Fred, we got to be careful down here. We're on the 7-yard line, and it's first down.
Excuse me, Pringle was first team All SIAC offensive lineman. That time they got it for a chop block.
It'll be first down at about 17, back around the 8-yard line, and boy, what a nice break on the ball there. The defender, number 4, was all on top of that one. That's going to be the safety, Nasir Curry Sutler, and he broke that thing up. It'll be second down, 17.
Yeah. Albany State offensively have been stuck in neutral here on these last 3 possessions.
Less than 4 minutes left before halftime.
Yeah, they can get it back and make it a 2 for nothing right there with Albany State possessing the ball back to back.
Wholesale change.
Yeah. Well, the Rams had a chance to catch him. They was switching out guys. Albany State made no substitutions. Well, then again, maybe so.
The official went in and stopped Albany State from snapping the ball. So,
but that I didn't see any play. Did you see a play? I didn't see it. Yeah, not quite sure. But either way, it'll be third down 11. Rams, but they need to pick up a first down and see if they can get out of here without anything else for West Georgia. And they will stick to the ground game. McCray on the run. He's going to run, I believe, get the Ram first down. So Albany State will get a fresh set of downs, and the fans clapping here. The Albany State fans are with 3:19 to go here in the second quarter. The clock moving again as Albany State with a little daylight, a little breathing room at 27.
Caught him off guard that time. A draw play on third and extra long. I'm sure West Georgia was looking for a pass.
Trips right, one man to the left as Bono looks to the near side, and it's going to be knocked down there. And I believe number 92, is that the guy that got the hands on it? Yeah. Alan Johnson there for the Wolves on defense for West Georgia. Clock will stop right at 3 minutes.
Number 4 was right there in his passing lane. That Sutler, he could have made an interception on that play.
Yeah, he was running with the receiver that broke to the outside. He followed the quarterback's eyes. He was staring down the inside receiver. He broke off and jumped, like you said, Coach Master, jumped right in the passing lane. If that ball wasn't tipped, that might have been a bad result for Albany State. 2nd and 2, Rams at the Albany State 27. I'm sorry, 2nd and 10, and they will stick with the ground and getting good yardage across the 30 out to the 34. And that's about 7 quick yards there for the Rams. They're making third and short. Third down at about 3 coming up as they give it to, I believe, McCray. They've been rotating them out, and I believe McCray is in there running back for ASU. Go ahead. That time, Curry Soda, number 4, was trying to play a little game with the Albany State quarterback. He was back there in the defensive backfield, acting like he was kind of confused, looking around, throwing up his hands. Then at the last second, he blitzed. And Albany State ran right up the middle and able to get around him. Possession play, 3rd and 3, Rams at the Albany State 34. Play clock with plenty of time on it. Game clock, 2:33 to go to halftime. And it will be McCray with a Ram first down. And he's going to run it up there close to midfield. And it will be a first down for Albany State as Albany State is running the ball pretty good there. And McCray will be spotted down about the 49. We talked about at the top of the show how Albany State, the last time they played these guys up in Carrollton, 253 yards rushing the ball. Now, West Georgia was able to throw the ball around and everything, but that ground game for Albany State dominated time possession, and they won the game. But they got away from the running game these last couple of possessions, back at it and moving the ball. They spotted now at the 48, 1st and 10, Albany State. Back to pass, Banu steps up and on the move, flushed out to the right, looking downfield, gonna throw it incomplete. And he was trying to get it to Devon Wooten. It'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the West Georgia 48. I'm really surprised we didn't see a flag on that one. Number 25 for West Georgia, Cayman Fegans, a defensive back out of Phoenix City. He pushed the Albany State receiver as that ball was in flight now. And it doesn't matter if the ball was short. I mean, that was contact while the ball was in the air at the intended receiver. And no flag forthcoming. They have thrown pass interference in this game, but not that time on Fagans. It'll be 2nd and 10, Rams play clock running down to 5 seconds here. Bonu's going to give it to the running back, and he's going to be stood up that time. And
Good defense there. Has got a couple of guys in there. Looks like number 34, DeMarcus Robbins was there along with 49 Matthew Parker. As it'll be maybe 2 yards down to the 46. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up. And the clock moves. 1:39 to go here to halftime.
Big play for both teams right here. West Georgia can hold Albany State. They get another shot at the ball with a couple of timeouts and the ball first in the second half.
3rd and 8. Banu steps up and he's going to take it out, try and run the ball. And he's not going to get the first down, but we may be in 4-down territory. They'll stop him at the 41-yard line of West Georgia. It'll be about 4th down and 3 coming up here as we approach a minute to go here in the half. The Rams might have to use a timeout.
You got to go for this right here.
If I'm Albany State, I'd probably go for this. And they're taking their time and thinking about it, letting a lot of time run off the clock. And
Rams have 2 timeouts. They elect not to use one here. 49 seconds to go. It'll be 4th down and 3 at the West Georgia 41-yard line. Banu looking at that defense. Trips right, one man to the left. Back to pass on 4th down. Flushed out to the right. Still on his feet. He's going to throw it downfield, and it's going to be out of bounds. Incomplete.
West Georgia's going to take over 33 seconds, 3 timeouts. And boy, they're going to be able to take a couple of shots here against this Albany State defense. They've been able to protect their quarterback really well. And with 3 timeouts, you would think they get off at least 4 or 5 plays right here.
So you think they do that, or you think they take a knee with this field position?
If I'm West Georgia, even though I get the ball first in the second half, this is my chance to put a knockout punch on this team right here.
So how would you play your secondary if you were Albany State? Would you drop them off?
Well, you're going to play that deep safety, but it looks like it doesn't matter. Well, okay, they are coming out in a regular formation. You have to play your regular defense. These guys are going to pass the ball anyway, so you've been practicing for that all week.
So 1st down, West Georgia at the 41-yard line. They lead it 20-0, 33-6 to go to halftime, and they will hand off. This time they'll just keep it on the ground, and this time they crosses up there and they just run the ball. I think David Dean is happy with the 20 points, and they may not snap it again here. 20 seconds ago, and coming up again at halftime. If you're with us watching the video stream, we'll be going to the Albany State University Marching Rams show band, and those listening to the radio. We'll have the box to go blitz and Coach Massey. So
yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is going to be the end of the first half as West Georgia will not snap it. Your score: West Georgia 20, Albany State nothing. First round of the Division II playoffs. Coach Massey.
to you, the pride of Albany, the beat of Georgia County, and the soul of Southwest Georgia. The Albany State University Marching Round 7! The field is yours. See the team. No music. Just stop. The Golden Passionate will electrify you with Escape by Michael Jackson.
We will go ahead and try and catch up with some. the number 4 and 5 seed. That's this game. Albany State 4, West Georgia 5. Whoever wins this game will go down to play Valdosta State next Saturday, and that'll be a 1 p.m. kickoff on November the 27th. So we'll go ahead and take a look at these stats, Norman.
Yeah, so of course the main status is scored 20-0 West Georgia over Albany State. Let's talk about how we got there. West Georgia scored early on a 76-yard fumble recovery. Albany State got the kickoff first and was going down driving, and fumbled the ball at the 24-yard line. Tate Huff picks it up and runs it back 76 yards for the touchdown. Extra point was good. And then on the next drive, Albany State drove down again and then had an interception in the end zone. And West Georgia took over at 20, drove the ball 80 yards, and they countered the drive with a Jace Jordan 2-yard run. That made the score 14-0 after the Omar kick was good. And then in the second quarter, 5:03 in the second quarter, West Georgia scored again on a Travion Dizaz 7-yard run, and the kick was good. That made the kick failed. That made the score 20-0. That's where we stand at halftime. The first downs are West Georgia has 13, Albany State has 10. Rushing net yards, West Georgia rushed the ball 10 times for 32 yards. Albany State rushed the ball 23 times for 127 yards. The quarterbacks have passed Frost 15 of 11, 141 yards, no touchdowns. He hasn't been sacked. His longest completion was 35 yards. Banu, who we talked about, highlighted at the beginning of the game, as Banu goes, so Albany State's going to go. And he's completed only 4 of 16 passes. He had that interception in the end zone. His longest pass was 47 yards. He's been sacked once. Albany State's done a good job of running the ball on the ground. Isaiah McCray is the leading rusher. He has run the ball 13 times for 77 yards. And Banu has also rushed the ball 6 times for 41 yards.
How was he not sacked, though? We sacked him and they had dead ball fouls. So
that should count out a sack. We know the stats have kind of been a little bit off all year. We just do a report of as we see it. And Jace Jordan has carried the ball 4 times with Georgia for 22 yards and touchdown. Travion Dez has run it 3 times, 9 yards and 1 touchdown, 7-yard touchdown. See here, the lead tackle. West Georgia's Coach Reeves had 7 total tackles and a sack. Darius Rogers has 4 tackles, and Randall Short no sacks on that. Of course, the biggest story of the game has been the turnovers. Albany State had the fumble, 76 yards and an interception. So they have West Georgia taking the ball away twice. Albany State has not taken the ball away from West Georgia at all in this game. Both teams have been penalized with it. West Georgia 2 penalties for 20 yards. Albany State 6 penalties for 47 yards. And those were those 2 back-to-back unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, which really helped West Georgia on the last touchdown drive. West Georgia had the ball 12 minutes and 4 seconds. Albany State dominated the time of possession 17 minutes and 56 seconds. Both teams on 50% on third down. West Georgia's 1 out of 2. Albany State's 5 out of 10. So that's 50% on third down for both teams. West Georgia's gone for it on 4th down and didn't convert. Albany State's going for it twice on 4th down, converted 1 time. And the big thing, West Georgia's been in the red zone twice and scored on 2 rushing plays. And Albany State hadn't given up a rushing touchdown coming into the game. And I don't know, I'd have to go back and take a look at it, but I don't think they had given up a fumble recovery for a touchdown all season either. So today, Albany State's been scored on 3 times in ways they hadn't been scored on all season, guys.
Yeah.
So 20-0 your score as we have the third quarter kickoff coming up shortly. West Georgia without momentum, coming out of the locker room. They want to keep it going. They're going to get the ball back. Albany State, if you coach Gabe Gardena in Albany State, what do you have to do? Down 20 points. There's a lot of time left in the game. 30 minutes. Anything can happen in the next 30 minutes. What do you do if you coach Gabe Gardena?
Well, you got to get some 3 and outs from West Georgia. You got to stop them. You got to get some 3 and outs and keep the ball away from them so they can run the clock. Because the game gets shorter with the team that's leading.
All right. If you're David Dean, what do you do if you're on his side? Because his passing game is a running game.
It is. And he would probably going to come out here to try to run the football and not try to put it in the air and have some things happen against him. He's going to try to set that run up as much as he can and run that clock like Norm talked about, like the last 5-6 seconds.
Yeah, but I think on the third quarter, Coach Mass, I think that West Georgia should come out and do the exact same thing they've done the entire the first half of the game. It's only 20-0. That's a lot of football left. And so I think they're going to try to add to that lead. I don't think they're content to sit on it right now. So they're going to try to add to that lead. And they're going to leave it to Albany State to come up with the answer. I think that they're holding all the cards right now. It's up to Albany State to find a way to stop them and to generate turnovers. And like you said, they're trying to shorten the game.
Yeah.
But they know that their defense is playing well. So, I mean, their offense right now is full of confidence. Their defense is full of confidence. Albany State has to figure out a way to take some of that confidence away.
You think the Albany State may try onside kick to cross them up here to start? I mean, what did they have to lose?
I would not do that, because if you lose that onside kick right there at midfield, you just zap it. You kind of take all your energy away. I think you kick this ball down and play.
Who would expect it, though?
Who would? You thought about it, so maybe their coach thought about it. Now, I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm just wondering. All right, we're about ready for the third quarter here in Albany, Georgia. First round. This is Albany State hadn't been to the playoffs in 10 seasons. 2011 was the last time Rams played at North Greenville, and first home playoff game since 2010. And in that season, Albany State was the #1 seed in the region and hosted Wingate as well as Delta State. So it's been a long time since the Rams have been to postseason, but the Rams having a great year. 10-1 SIAC champions, and they're getting ready to kick off. West Georgia, 8-2 season, and of course their only losses were to West Alabama and to Valdosta State. They had
Go South trio.
Yeah. So West Georgia trying to get a rematch with Valdosta State next week down in Valdosta, but the Rams want to try and say something about it. Got 30 minutes to go here. Rams will kick off from left to right. Bolinas will tee it up, and a double return team will be back deep for West Georgia. Number 19, Ronnie Blackman, and he's going to be flanked by, can't quite pick it up, the other number. We'll check it out in just a moment. And that is going to be number 4, and on the return there from the 6-yard line, West Georgia cuts the 15, 20, and taken down across the 25 at about the 27 is going to be Christian Royalston out there. It'll be 1st and 10, Wolves at the 28-yard line as we're in the third quarter here.
And like you said, like we were talking again, the Wolves are going to try to shorten this game up and try to get first down to keep the play, take away, keep away. And the Rams are going to have to try to get it away from them.
Yeah. I agree with you, Coach, but I still think they're going to come out these first couple of drives in this third quarter and try to put some points on the board. I wouldn't be surprised if they could take a couple of deep shots.
Exactly.
And you know they get us down. They get Albany State down 21-20 by 4 scores, and then it's a really uphill climb for the Rams.
So Harrison Frost, the junior quarterback, ready to go here. 4 receivers. He'll give it to the running back. Jace Jordan is going to be hit and nailed right there at about the 30-yard line, 2 yards there. They go to the run down first down, kind of spread us out, spread Albany State defense out and get 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8, 14:38 to go. We're in the third quarter now here as the Wolves go from right and left on your radio and your video screen. I want to thank our fans for tuning in to both radio and those able to watch the video stream today. And 20-0. Third quarter here, West Georgia. This time 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback as Frost will hand off again to Jordan. Jordan looking for room and going to be hit at about the 32-yard line. Got another couple of tough yards, and that'll set up a 3rd down and 6 there at the 32. So they stick to the ground game, 2 back-to-back runs there, and now they're in a passing situation, most likely on 3rd down and 6, as they will swing receiver. The guy you got to watch, number 7, is Machine Slade, lead receiver. He's the record holder there for West Georgia coming in today.
Like we talked about, that 54% on 3rd down, which was 1st in the Gulf South and 18th in the nation, 6th in the nation.
3rd and 6, and it's going to be intercepted by the Rams. Rams tip it, old tip drill, and number 8, Malachi Brown, and boy, just tossed to him by the other Ram defender. I don't know who got the tip, but it's intercepted by Albany State.
That's a good job on 3rd down by the Rams. Tip drill, looks like number 38 was the Ram that tipped that ball initially. That's going to be
Antoine Garcia.
That's a good job by the Rams defense coming out and getting that turnover. Now, it's not what they wanted exactly, a turnover deep in West Georgia territory, but that starts it off for the Rams in a good way.
Intercepted, and at the 36-yard line, Malachi Brown with the interception. 13-35. We're in the third quarter. Christian Grant, the tight end for Albany State, will reset to the left. Bono wants to pass. They blitz him, and they get the pass complete to the receiver, and runs into traffic, and they'll stand him up right there at the 40-yard line. So the Rams had a screen call against that, but not a lot of yards, about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up.
West Georgia did a good job of collapsing down on that right there, because they sent the corner on that play, and that linebacker that's sitting up in that number, I can't see his number right there. He did a good job of staying home and making that play not work for the Rams.
Yeah, that was a good job of pursuit and hustling to the ball by the entire West Georgia defense.
Rams ready to go. One-man split to the left. They will hand off to the running back, and breaking through there, fighting for yardage is going to be Isaiah McCray. And McCray is a 5'11", 195-pound freshman from Powder Springs, Georgia. That'll be good enough for a Ram first down. They spot him at the 48-yard line of ASU.
Like the Rams tried to do a little power thing on the edge right there. Number 91, we double-teamed him, big guy there from West Georgia. Number 91, he couldn't get loose there. I can't pronounce that. What that, Marzavian Dix? Yeah, we did a good job on him in that play.
Rams 1st and 10, ready to go. Ralph Lovett split wide right as Banu is going to try and throw it, and they throw it the last minute incomplete. As McCray out of the backfield. Good coverage downfield by the Wolves as he looked deep, had nowhere to go, flushed out to the right, incomplete. To be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, DeAndre Gardenhider, number 40, a defensive lineman, 6'4", 210-pound junior out of Kingston, Georgia, was pursuing Banu from his backside. Banu did a good job just to get rid of that thing.
All right, if you just joined us, 20-0 your score. West Georgia leading Albany State. Third quarter, we're in the first round of the playoffs, Division II. Swing it out to McCray out of the backfield, and he breaks one tackle and can't get free from the second guy. And just like that, it'll be a 3rd down and still about 10 to go. They have him spotted right at the 48. No gain on the play.
They sent that corner again, Norm.
That was a good job by Erla Sutton. Sutton, the linebacker. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong stat sheet again. That's Amos Dan, linebacker from Lawrenceville, Georgia, for the Wolves, who read that play, was able to beat the block and have the running back try to redirect in the backfield, and the rest of the team got there, slowed down for the tackle.
Trips right for Albany State on 3rd down and 10. Banu flushed out to the right, and it's going to be caught out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete as Wooten caught the ball, but he was about 3 yards out of bounds when he caught it. It'll be a 4th down situation for Albany State. So the Rams get the interception, but not able to do anything with it. And Gabriel Bolinas, the Ram punter, will be called on. And he's done a good job punting this year, averaging 38.5, but has 23 inside the 20 on the season.
And I got to say, I'm surprised by those last 2 plays by Albany State. They did pretty good running the ball, and then they came out and tried to pass the ball and just not able to get anything else going. I'm surprised they didn't try to run the ball a little bit more there.
Bolinas this time is going to go in the end zone, so this will be a touchback. So in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback as Bolinas with a 52-yard punt, but it'll be a net of 32. It'll come out to the 20. 11:26 to go here in the third quarter, and West Georgia still leading it 20-0 over Albany State.
And Fred, you see the Dean now try to put it in the air, try to get some things going, and try to keep this ball away from the Rams. He had a 3-and-out on that last series, didn't the Rams?
Rams got one first down, and then they had an interception. That's how we got the ball. Yeah, the Rams got 1 first down, and then threw it 3 times and couldn't get the first down. Another first down after that.
West Georgia ready to go here. Double receivers will stack up to the left side as they have 1-man split wide right. And a little H-back action. They give it to Jace Jordan out of the backfield, and he is going to be hit after a short 2-yard gain in Jordan. But they like to get the ball in his hands, whether they hand it off to him or throw it to him. And he's a little quick, kind of shifty guy. Gets 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Well, that time 2 Rams collided trying to make the tackle. That Josh Hill, number 59, and Malik Barnes, number 7. Josh Hill's going to come out. Let's hope you know, we don't want to see any of these young men get hurt playing football, but that was a violent collision on the friendly fire.
Clock moving, 10:52 to go here in the third quarter. Frost is going to hit his receiver, Patterson, trying to get the first down, and he's going to get a good spot. I thought he was shy of 30, and they will say he got the 30, and 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
Good play by the receiver. If he got it because he stretched it out at the very end there.
I thought he crawled. I thought he was down, and it looked like he kind of crawled there for it. But he will, line judge say he got enough for the first down. So it's 1st and 10, West Georgia at their 30-yard line as Rams making defensive substitutions, and West Georgia moving guys around on offense. They swing Cole over to the slot formation there to the right. And now they finally reset guys. Play clock down to about 6 seconds as Harrison Frost yelling out the count. Play action, little bootleg again there. Frost time, gonna throw it, man open over the middle, and it's caught in Ram territory at about the 47 is number 16. And that is going to be Terrell Cole, the second lead receiver on this offense. And Kawamba Jones, the safety, had to tackle him, though. Tackle him at the 47, but had plenty of time to get rid of that ball.
Yeah, that bootleg action really confused the Albany State defense, and some of the defensive backs did drop back. The boy opened up a gaping hole underneath between them and the linebackers, and that receiver found a spot and just ran across the field in it.
1st and 10, West Georgia, and it's going to be incomplete again, looking for Cole, number 16. By the time he was covered up pretty good, it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 at the Ram 47-yard line with 9:38 to go here in the third quarter. Next week, second-round action playoffs. Valdosta State will be hosting the winner of this game, 1 p.m. kickoff, and that game will be at Bazemore Hyder Stadium. 2nd and 10. This time they bunch up 3 receivers to the right here. Frost clapping his hand, wants the ball there. 2nd and 10, throw it, and boy, a chance for Albany State. A little mix-up there. He wanted his receiver to break inside, but he kept going upfield. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
He getting rid of that ball on the play.
Yeah, he was looking for Patterson that time. And boy, you know, when I saw this guy had only been sacked 6 times, I was like amazed. And now I see why. I mean, he does get rid of the ball pretty quickly, but I still say, you know, a lot of things going on in that offensive line. Like you said, Fred, looked like one time they were holding hands and, you know, blocking out the defensive line. But they've only been sacked 6 times is amazing.
3rd and 10. Back to pass Frost. West Georgia. Throw over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete this time. Too tall for his receiver, number 6, Phil Patterson. It'll be a 4th down. Most likely, we think a punt situation here for the Wolves with 9:30 to go in the third quarter.
This is their first point, Fred. Second one.
It's either the second or the third.
Third one. Okay.
Yeah, this is the third.
Third punt.
No, I'm sorry. This is just second. Yeah.
Their second punt.
All right, their punter is called out there. That's Brock Pellegrino. And Rashad Jordan standing at the Ram 10-yard line to receive this one as well, they have a late guy coming on the field there. Still about 6 seconds left on the play clock, 4th and 10. And here's the snapback, and the punt is going to be high. Waiting for the fair catch is Jordan making the catch around the 10, maybe the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Albany State with 9:22 to go here in the third quarter.
Got a little urgency there. The Rams have really got to, you know, get their P's and Q's together and try to get something going here. And you got hats off to West Georgia. They're playing keep away.
So Albany State offense backed up to the 11-yard line as Deontay Banu, the Ram leader there. This Golden Rams team down 20, but really having a great year. 10-1 SIAC champion year. This 16th SIAC championship for Albany State. And back in the playoffs. This is the 14th time the Rams have made the D2 playoffs. And Isaiah McCray, this guy came clean. No one touched him. Number 4, Curry Sudler out of Milton, Georgia.
Yeah, for backside.
Yeah, right off that right edge of the defense. No one touched him, and he's able to take down McCray after a short gain of maybe 2 out to the 13. It'll be 2nd and 8 Albany State as we approach 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I was just doing some quick calculations there, talking about how rare that West Georgia's quarterback gets sacked. He's attempted, the quarterbacks overall have attempted 440 passes coming in today, and they've thrown about 20 today, and I finished after this play for you.
2nd and 8. Rams go to that little waggle there. They give it to Tyree Taylor. Well, he gets tripped up from behind. Number 34, DeMarcus Robbins, able to stop Taylor. If he doesn't get his feet, Taylor's going to have that first down. He's going to be taken down. It'll be a 3rd down coming up normal.
Yeah. So then they've thrown it about 20 times in this game. So that's about 460 total passes on the year. They've only been sacked 6 times. That's 1.3% of the time their quarterback gets that sacked. Now, if you put that on an NFL level or even Division I college level, that is unheard of. Most quarterbacks get sacked at least 3 to 4 times that much. So for them to protect their quarterback this well is just an amazing job by the offensive line.
That's like Dan Marino numbers back in the day. And slant pass, looking for Ralph Lovett, and it's going to be broken up. Number 14 in there with the coverage, Brian Dillard. And it'll be a punting situation for Albany State. I remember Marino, didn't he have a season where he didn't get sacked?
That's impossible, man. Where he didn't get sacked?
And he was passing out the Isotona gloves, remember that?
Well, I remember the Isotona gloves thing, but I'm sure he got sacked a couple of times. We'll have to go back and look at that one.
Well, he didn't get sacked much.
No, he was a well-protected quarterback.
He got rid of the ball quick, too. That's another thing.
Couldn't win the big one.
Yeah. He got there, I think, just that one time. Yeah. Either way, it's 4th down. Albany State to punt. Rams down by 20 points. West Georgia looking to get the ball back. Different return man. And he's going to pick up the ball on the return and be hit right at midfield. The Rams had an opportunity. Number 4 was back there, Christian Royalston, and the ball was muffed by him. Rams would have been able to cover it up, but he was able to pick up his own muff and return it out to midfield. 1st down, West Georgia.
Those are the breaks right there. That's right up to
2 today. The receiver, remember that when he's laying on his back and the ball falls right in his lap.
Yep.
And that time the muff punt picked back up and returned out to midfield. So 7:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. West Georgia offense will come back out as they will send double receivers to the near side and 1-man split wide right.
And just to finish that thought on the sack thing, Albany State's quarterbacks have completed, been sacked 17 times on 206 attempts.
And they hand off on 1st down. New back, hadn't seen this one before. Number 22 in there on the carry. That's Rajez Mosley, 5'7", 193-pounder from Valdosta, Georgia on the run. And he's going to get 4 tough yards to the Albany State 46-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Yeah, 17 sacks on 260 attempts. That's 6.5% of the time. So 5 times as much Albany State's quarterback being sacked as it for the quarterback for the Wolves this season.
2nd down, 6 play coming up. West Georgia, Frost again, play action. Boy, what a good fake. And tried to get it slipped in there to his receiver. That time, that's number 22, Taylor. He was all over him. Jaree Turner with the coverage. And pass was intended for number 7. The guy we'll be talking about all day is Mashane Slade. Very good coverage. It'll be 3rd down, 6.
Another big play for the Albany State defense and this Wolves offense. Again, West Georgia coming in number 1 in the Gulf South. 54% of the time they convert on 4th down. Albany State doing a really good job shutting teams down on the 29% of the time.
So big one here, 3rd and 6, West Georgia. Again, Frost throw it. It's going to be caught in. Boy, what an immediate tackle. That's going to be Kawamba Jones, the Rams safety, able to yank down Patterson, who caught the ball. It'll be 4th down, and we'll see if they might go for it here with 6:52 to go. Looks like West Georgia may lead the offense on the field. So it'll be 4th down and 3 at the Ram 43.
Yeah, most
for the dagger here.
Most teams have decided they're on the plus side of the field in the enemy territory, so to speak. They're just about going to go for a 4th and less than 5.
So 4th and 3, and the Rams again in the 2nd time we've seen it today. Albany State in the neutral zone. They would have. They're going to convert. They probably just decline the penalty. The Rams are in the neutral zone at the snap, and there's a flag in the secondary too.
And boy, that's more than likely against the Rams as well. That's probably going to be some kind of illegal contact or something like that. So it's probably going to be 2 flags here on the Rams, and West Georgia's going to probably decline both of them and take the conversion on 1st down here.
And we'll take a look at the replay. We saw the Rams in the neutral zone at the snap, and we'll see what happened if we get a look downfield to see as Frost is going to throw the ball. Can't quite see what happened there. And the referee, Todd Boyd, will tell us.
Okay, so we're going to replay this down.
Offensive pass interference. So they did call it that time. Maybe it was a little rub that time, a pick, number 9. I believe was one of the receivers, offensive pass interference.
Replayed it.
So Albany State and West Georgia replay it. It'll be 4th and 3 again at the Ram 43 with 6:28 to go here in the third quarter. 20-0 West Georgia. Albany State trying to get back into it, and
they decide they're going to punt it.
Looks like the punting team is coming out, and I think the Rams might leave the regular defense out there. They will send Jordan in to return it, but the rest of the Ram defense will stay on the field here. As
boy, I'm really surprised by this move by West Georgia. They've been able to get Albany State on the hard snap 2 times, hard count, get them off sides. I'd at least line up and try that.
But they bring their punter out, Pellegrino, and here's the punt high. Boy, great hang time. And short punt, though. It'll take a Ram bounce and be taken down inside the 30. We'll see where they finally spot it down. So Albany State offense will get the ball back with 6:02 to go here in the third quarter.
Boy, looks like only about a 14-yard, 15-yard punt. They're going to put it at the 28. Albany State getting possessions now. This is their 3rd possession here of the second half. And just unable to get anything going against this West Georgia defense. We knew the matchup coming into the day was going to be the West Georgia offense against the Albany State defense. And actually, Albany State defense is only giving up 14 points. But so far, the Albany State offense just not able to get anything going against West Georgia's defense.
First down, Rams at the 28. Banu is going to throw it, looking deep, going for the post, and Javon Movement. And there's going to be pass interference. Don't know who it is, but it's an obvious pass interference. The Rams going for the big strike, and this will be 15 yards and a first down. 5:52 to go in the third quarter.
And that saves them again. We had this on Albany State had this on the first drive where the defender had to do that, had to commit pass interference to keep the Albany State receiver from scoring a touchdown. Same thing here. It's only going to cost them 15 yards. It's the right play. If you're West Georgia, it saves you probably a touchdown. And it's only going to move the ball. Albany State's still going to be on their side of the field.
Yeah. It'll come out to the 43-yard line. This will be 15 yards after that penalty. It'll be first down, Rams at the Albany State 43. We have 5:52 to go here in the third quarter as Javon Wooten was the target, and I believe, was that number 20? I'm not sure who that defender was that got called there. Either way, he was shaken up, and he's not off the field yet. They were trying to run a play, and he's still being attended to, and not off the field there for West Georgia. And can't quite read his jersey though. First and 10 though, coming up for Albany State. Rams with the big strike there, but West Georgia did the right play on defense. And this is the NFL. Be what, a
spot foul.
Yeah, spot foul about 50 yards down the field. But either way, Rams ready to go here. Banu steps up in that pistol like the Rams run most of the time, and you give it to McCray. And McCray maybe 2 yards to the 45, and that'll help make the stop. Number 30, Cody Gass, 6'1", freshman from Kennesaw, Georgia. 2nd and 8 for the Golden Rams of ASU. We're in the first round of the Division II playoffs in Albany, Georgia. Fred Suttles, Norman Newton, and Jesse Massey here as the Golden Rams of Albany State University are hosting the Wolves of the University of West Georgia out of Carrollton, Georgia. 2nd down and 8. Play action. Banu. And pass complete. And number 17, Joe Shorter, slammed to the ground right at about midfield as he was looking for a block, but number 23 able to fight through Deontay Overstreet, make the tackle though. It'll be a gain of about 7 yards. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
Huge play for Albany State, almost 3-down territory for the Rams.
So 3rd and 3, ball spotted right at midfield. Albany State getting instructions from the sideline. Adam Hollyfield, the offensive coordinator. 3 receivers split wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Back to pass, Banu. Waits, going deep down the left sideline, looking for Joe Shorter, and he overshoots him. It's going to be, and that may be Lovett. I think that's Ralph Lovett. My bad, that's Ralph Lovett that was on the far side of the field. It's incomplete. And do you think the Rams?
No, I'm really surprised by that play call. I'm surprised the Rams to try to run the ball and pick up something and make it, fourth and manageable if they didn't get it. Go for the home run ball, and then now they're going to punt. I would have preferred to see the Rams come out and run it and try to get a few yards and run it again.
What about going for it on 4th and 3? Yeah, Bolinas is going to punt it, though. So the punt, and it'll be Royalston is going to catch the ball and be out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. So West Georgia ball at the 15. 4:24 to go here. Third quarter action, and West Georgia with the ball. No change in the score. West Georgia 20, Albany State nothing.
Well, it's a matter of Albany State's offense not stepping up to the plate so far in this game, because the defense, again, when you're facing a team that scores 37 points a game, you're the #1 defense in the nation. If you're only giving up 14 points, and your offense hasn't done anything, that's pretty decent. The offense just has to find a way to get going.
Back to pass as Frost is going to complete it, and boy, no gain on the play. He's going to be nailed right there as he caught the ball. Jace Jordan out of the backfield, a little swing pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 15.
Nice play there. He didn't give him a chance, number 24, to get that ball. He had a little pressure in his face.
Good coverage by Albany State. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as West Georgia will split 2 receivers to the near side, 1 man again wide right. And they put Patterson in motion here on 2nd down, and they give it to Jordan. Jordan is going to run it, break a tackle at the 20, get a first down on his feet at the 30, and still out of bounds at the Rams sideline. And boy, that was a good, tough run, and rumbling and stumbling out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
Yeah, that's a great job by the running back. He got hit 4, 5, maybe 6 times on that drive and just didn't go down. He stepped out of bounds kind of after that big romp. That's a big, was an 18-yard romp. And I think about 7 Rams actually hit him, and he's still just able to step out of bounds.
He's got a little weight on him, too. 5'9", 202 pounds. And they go to the quick little bubble screen pass, as David Dean's been known to throw that one a lot. And they do complete it to Slade, but it's going to be a short gain. They will give him the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for West Georgia here. Time winding down in the 3rd quarter. 3 minutes as we approach the 3-minute mark here, as West Georgia will have 2nd down and 8. Harrison Frost, the junior quarterback, and not a good snap, though. A little broken play, and they're going to complete it. And
yeah, wow. When things are going your way.
That ball was snapped wide right of the quarterback, and somehow Frost able to catch it and still complete his pass for a first down in Ram territory at the 47.
Yeah, he stabbed that thing with one hand and just maintained his composure and found a wide receiver, one of his receivers downfield for a big push at about a 20-yard gain.
Machine Slade. Yeah, so of course, number 7 was the guy to catch it. So it's 1st and 10 at the Albany State 47-yard line. West Georgia ready to go quickly here. Bootleg again there. Want to throw it, sets up, and it's going to be
that's pass interference.
Another flag thrown. And this time, Jaree Turner most likely is going to get called for it, as number 7's been given the secondary fits today, and he's been doing it all season. And this time it'll be a most likely pass interference.
Yeah, I was watching him the entire time. That time, Fred, on a similar bootleg before he went inside and they completed that pass underneath the linebackers inside the hashes. That time he gave him a double move. He moved inside, then he went back outside, and Jaree Turner just grabbed him and pulled him down to the ground, and that was the right play because he was probably going to catch that ball. He might have got up the sideline and got in the end zone.
And he's not that big a guy. 5'9", 175 pounds. Senior from Roswell, Georgia. Transferred from Georgia State. It's 1st and 10 after the penalty at the Albany State 32-yard line. Frost back to pass here on 1st down. Looks to the far side. Going to throw it over there. And it's going to be incomplete. And that time trying to run that little wheel route down the sideline, get around our coverage, and it's going to be incomplete. That's going to be, this guy is busy. Another one, number 24, Jace Jordan. Yeah. How many times they thrown it to him besides handing it off to him?
Exactly.
And they had it. That was Stephon Pierre. And when he did that wheel route, he had Pierre caught flat-footed. And like they say, if you're even, you're leaving. and he was turning that thing up the sideline, and he was going to get around Pierre. If the quarterback puts a better ball on him, that's a touchdown.
So the clock will stop, 2:09 to go here in the third quarter. West Georgia at the Ram 32. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Frost, play action again. Throw it over there. Slade again makes the catch. And it'll be a tackle at about the 25-yard line. And it'll set up a 3rd down and close to 3 to go. Maybe about 2, though. They spotted inside the 25. So we'll call it 3rd and 2.
And I tell you what West Georgia's doing, like you're saying, play action and bootleg a lot, Fred. Even when they're obviously going to pass, they give you that run to think about. We rarely see this quarterback just drop straight back and try to throw the ball downfield. He's probably going to do it right here just because I said it. But they're giving you something to think about, and those linebackers are having to make a quick decision. And that's how they're getting all that stuff underneath. And
they will give it to Royalston, who's going to run for the 1st down, still on his feet. And, boy, Rams taking the time to bring him down. He's going to be inside the 15, taken down maybe at the 14-yard line. So Christian Royalston this time on the run, a 176-pound sophomore from Fairburn, Georgia. And West Georgia knocking at the door again in that red zone.
One guy too, Fred.
Yeah, 1:15 left. The clock moving to go here in the third quarter. 20-0 if you just tuned in. West Georgia leading Albany State. And, of course, we thank you for tuning in to our broadcast. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 14. Again, they put Patterson in motion here on 1st down. And, a handoff again. This time, Royalston looking for room behind his blockers, won't get it. Thank you for tuning in to our broadcast on WZBN Praise 105.5, the gospel leader in Albany, Georgia. Bringing you Albany State University Golden Rams football. Fred Suttles, Norman Newton, and Jesse Massey here. 2nd down, and it'll be about 9 to go at the Ram 13.
This is a big, all of them are big plays and big drives at this point for both teams. But, boy, if Albany State gives up any points here against this West Georgia defense, goes down by 4 scores, and heading into the 4th quarter, West Georgia's going to feel pretty good about themselves.
Royston in motion here. And on 2nd down, they throw to the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Boy, he had him that time, and he just kind of dropped that one. That's going to be on the receiver. Phil Patterson had a chance. He was behind Turner, and it's incomplete. With 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter, it'll be 3rd down and still about 9 to go.
I'm going to give Turner some credit on that, Fred. I think the receiver had that in his hands, and Turner might have punched that thing out with his right hand. He was right there in the defender's hip pocket, and he might have made a play on that ball, but he's going to have to make another one.
Yeah.
Several more for Albany State wants to get back in this game.
So West Georgia with a 3rd and 9 at the Albany State 13-yard line. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. They up by 20 points, West Georgia over Albany State. And he looks near side, fires it, and it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. It's caught, but he was about 2 yards out of bounds. And that'll make it 4th down coming up. 4th down with 6 seconds to go.
And they have a reliable field goal kicker. He's going to come out now.
So let's see who's the culprit there. As got to blow your whistle when the guys kind of slap the shoulder pads there and make a little contact. As referee Todd Boyd will tell us what happened. So they calling offsides 5 yards against the Ram. We'll see where they keep the field goal.
And that's Josh Hill, number 59. Came across earlier trying to make a play, trying to get back there and block that kick and give Albany State something to get themselves going. But it's going to make it a little bit shorter, 25-yard. I'm surprised with only listed 5 yards to go. They didn't trot that offense back out there.
So this will be a 25-yard attempt from the left angle there for their kicker, Omar Cervantes. Here's a snap, not a good one though. Get the place down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So West Georgia 23, Albany State nothing. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. So at the end of 3, your score, West Georgia 23, Albany State nothing. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the 4th quarter in just a moment. here. First round of the Division II playoffs is West Georgia's added a 25-yard field goal. 23-0 your score. And 15 minutes left as Albany State looking to get the ball back. Rams have not been able to do much with it, but the turnovers have been killers to start the game for Albany State with that fumble return for a touchdown, an interception, and West Georgia able to drive down, and West Georgia is now adding on a field goal. 15 minutes to go. If you coach Gabe Gardena, Coach Massey.
Sir, it's a big hill to climb, and the Rams have got a long way to go. We got to really get some spread out here now. The Rams do. West Georgia, they're going to sit on it, Norm. What you think? Get it again.
Yeah, West Georgia has put more points on the scoreboard than Albany State has allowed all season. Got off the plate, put 21 points up against the Rams. That was the season high, but then I think the next highest was around 12. And that time, these guys went ahead and put 23 on the Rams defense into the fourth quarter. I don't know if I know the Rams have scored over 24 points in a quarter before, but boy, when nothing's going right for you offensively, that's going to be a tall task here today.
And here's the run up by Cervantes, the kicker, high end over end, and it'll be Joe Shorter in the end zone. He will take in the Rams ball at the 25-yard line. So Albany State will get the ball. And a little acting going on there. You see that one? Yeah, as out there on special teams, number 4, I think that may have been the safety, Sudler, fell down as there was a little talking going on, but the official did a good thing. No flag came out.
Well, I wish they would have used that same restraint earlier in the second half when they hit Albany State with 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties and really assisted West Georgia on the drive. Now, we wanted to play football, but those flags came out pretty quickly against Albany State in that sequence.
So 1st and 10, Rams going from right to left. There's 15 minutes left, and might be 15 minutes left in the Rams season if they can't crank it up here. Banu, handoff, and nowhere to go. As, boy, hit hard there, and look dazed there, I believe, is going to be the running back, Isaiah McCray, as he ran into a couple of wolves there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And West Georgia's going to pin the ears back, especially when we start to throw this football down the field. Look for us to try to at least get a first down here, because it's 2nd and 10. We didn't get anything on that particular play.
So Albany State looking at 2nd down and 10. 4th quarter here, 14-27 to go, 23-0 West Georgia. First time these teams ever met in the playoffs. There have been 10 beatings before in the past, but all in the regular season. And incomplete, looking for Jordan. And
they're going to get a roughing the quarterback on that one.
So Banu hit, and looks like number 42 is going to get penalized, Derek Shaw.
I don't think it was so much that he hit him late. I think he hit him really up around the
helmet area.
Yeah. He hit him a little high.
So that's a 15-yard penalty. That'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Albany State. New set of downs here, 15 to go. That's
only the 4th penalty against West Georgia in this ball game. Albany State's been penalized 8 times for 67 yards, and that time West Georgia get penalized. That makes 4 times for 50 yards.
So after the penalty, the Rams ready to go at the 40-yard line. They put a man in motion, tight end, Tyree Taylor.
Number 17, legal procedure.
And it's going to be Joe Shorter penalized. It'll be 1st and 15. They move it back to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Albany State's offense just really can't get anything going in that 3rd quarter. Albany State's offense only had 26 yards. They ran a total of 11 plays for 26 yards. West Georgia ran 22 plays and that just dominated the time position there. Ran 22 plays in that quarter and gained 100 yards and added the field goal to change the score.
1st and 15. Banu going to throw it and has a man, Tyree Taylor, trying to make a move, and he's only going to get the penalty yards back +1 to the 41-yard line. 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9, Albany State. Number 4 was all over that time. Nasir Curry Sudler out of Milton, Georgia. 2nd down, and Albany State.
And Albany State has to start with some sense of urgency here. They're going to need this ball at least 3 times. And that's 3 touchdowns and three two-point conversions just to get back in the game. And they're going to have to move with a sense of urgency to get that many possessions.
2nd and 9, Rams ready to go at the 41. Draw play, they give it to the back, and boy, West Georgia's kind of waiting on it. They sat at home and waited on that one. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Good job by the Wolves defense. And their defensive coordinator got to be happy, Nate Masters.
Yeah, and at some point, even though he's not having a very good day, Manu's on the now he's 9 out of 25, has that 1 interception on the 61 yards. But at some point, when you're down 23 points, you got to say, okay, quarterback, it's on you. You got to turn him loose and let him throw the ball down the field. And it's at that point for Albany State right now.
Right. There is no tomorrow. So the winner moves on. The loser goes home. It'll be 3rd and 9.
This guy's
Rams
lined up off sides for West Georgia. They're not. West Georgia's in the neutral zone at the snap. They didn't.
And 3rd and 9 pass play is going to be caught. 1st down, and Albany State with the catch, and I believe is that. I'm sorry, that's Lovett. It's going to be Ralph Lovett making the catch inside the West Georgia 45 at about the 43-yard line.
And Albany State needs to line up quickly and, to throw it down the field again. Right now, they just don't have enough time to be lethargic like this.
Yeah, that's that 2-minute drill offense. Rams need to be in it here. No huddle. 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Bono in the backfield is going to get rid of it, and here's McCray at the 35-30 trying to make a run, and they say he's going to be down right there at the 30, but it's good enough for a Ram 1st down. 1st and 10, 12 to go in the game.
Importantly, he got out of bounds. That stops the clock even just momentarily, and the Rams need to just really, like we're saying, really just get lined up. The referee's now running the clock, the ball spotted. They need to be up and snapping this ball within, 5 or 6 seconds. Get up, recognize the defense, call the play, and try to get another completion.
1st down at the 30 of West Georgia. Banu will give it to McCray. McCray up the middle and got to protect the football. Had 1 fumble earlier, and like to see him, if you're in Albany State, put 2 arms around it. That time, kind of had it hanging there, but held on to it. It'll be 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and tackled right at about well, they hadn't spotted it yet. The 24. It'll be 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4 coming up here. Got time though, 11:30. The clock moving, but down
a lot of
23 points. Rams getting those instructions there. Hollyfield, the offensive coordinator, getting it into Banu, the quarterback for ASU. 2nd down, and they're bringing the blitz. Banu kind of tiptoes there, flips it, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. And incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Yeah, that's no West Georgia fans giving a little noise, but that's no intention to ground. It's outside of the pocket, and the ball got back to the line of scrimmage. No receiver was in the area. Boy, Banu had a super strong arm, and he could have planted. He had his running back his wide receiver, I think that was Joe Shorter, all the way over here on this side of the field wide open. But when he rolled out that way, they just kind of dropped him because, of course, they knew the quarterback couldn't get the pass completed all the way back to this side of the field.
Well, he stumbled as soon as he got the ball. So 3rd and 4 with the spread, 4 receivers. Play clock running down on ASU, 5 seconds. And they reset McCray in the backfield with Banu, the quarterback. He retreats the pass here on 3rd down. He's going to try and run for it. Tucks the ball on his feet, get the 1st down to 10, 5, and he's going to be out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal, Rams. So a good run. We've seen him do that. It's about the 3rd time today. Banu has run for a Ram 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 2.
He put that thing in high gear right there. The Bulls couldn't catch him on.
Yeah, on his first 2 drives, when the Rams moved the ball really well, Banu was able to scramble on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down both times. Unfortunately for the Rams, they got down, and both of those drives resulted in turnovers. Let's see if they can punch this one in and try to get back in this game.
10:46 to go in the ball game. Rams at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal. Fade route near side, and is incomplete. Albany State go to the air, and he was not open. That time incomplete. And Coach Basley, I know if you were calling the plays, you do what?
Run it.
Yeah, you got to. Because that time, I don't know about Banu. I guess that was his primary receiver, and he looked up and threw it to him. That guy wasn't open. The cornerback was sitting on outside leverage, and he stayed to the outside, and he just had to overthrow him, or it would have been an interception. I don't know if your wide receiver needs to recognize the outside leverage and cut inside, or we just need to check out of that place.
2nd and goal at the 2. Banu, they tried a little waggle. He's going to throw it the last minute. Caught. Christian Grant, touchdown. Rams. The Rams get on the board with 10:32 to go in the ball game. Christian Grant, the tight end.
Albany State fans are roughed on the side, over here on this side. That's what they've been waiting to see all day. The team's been down on this end of the field 3 times. And that's the first time they're able to get some points. And now they're hopeful that this defense can come out here, do something to get the offense another shot and try to get back in this game. West Georgia still in control. Rams still have a long way to go.
75-yard drive. Bolinas with the point after. Kick is up. Kick is good. West Georgia 23, Albany State 7. 10:32 to go in the 4th quarter. We'll be right back with the kickoff after this word.
Albany State 7.
10:32 to go in the 4th quarter. 23-7. West Georgia with the lead. The Rams get on the board. After that 75-yard drive, 2-yard pass play, Christian Grant, the tight end, on the receiving end.
And Fred, look what they got out there. They got their hands team. Wolves got their hands team up front right here.
Now's not, I say, not the time to do it. If you're Albany State.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we'll see what the Rams do down. 16 points difference in score here with 10:32 to go in the ball game. Bolinas, the kick, he'll go deep with it, and it'll be caught on the run at about the 16-yard line. As looking for running room is number 19, Ronnie Blackman. And it'll be West Georgia ball, first down at their 27-yard line with 10:23 left here in the 4th quarter.
Mentioned that Albany State's probably going to have to take chances on defense to try to get the ball from West Georgia. Again, I don't think they're going to come out and just sit on it and just run it 3 or 4 plays in a row. They'll probably run it this first play just to get that clock going, try a little safe, quick passes, those kind of things like that we've been saying the whole game. They've been getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands pretty quickly. But Albany State's got to figure out a way to get this ball back on a takeaway.
First down at the 27. Quarterback float out to the right end is going to be incomplete. Threw it behind the receiver there. He had a chance to hit Zay Britt, and it'll be incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
And that might have been tipped by Kawamba Jones. Might have tipped that ball and deflected it off pass. He had that receiver. Boy, they do a good job of getting the quarterback out of the pocket on bootlegs and play actions, those kind of things. And get those receivers a chance to break underneath the linebackers in front of the cornerbacks. That's been where they've had a lot of success today. At that time, I think Kawamba Jones may have got a hand on that one.
Got a score update. Bowie State 24-10 over Lenore Ryan in the 4th quarter. 14-point lead, and this time they give it to the big running back, number 32, DeVezin, the 250-pounder from Woodstock. He's going to run for good yardage across the 35, and they say he's down at about the 37-yard line. So it's going to be about a yard shy. It'll be 3rd down and 1 coming up.
If I'm West Georgia, I get a ball to him again and again and again. I mean, he's a load, and Albany State's defense has just been out there an awful long time today. Time of possession is pretty much even, but it seems like Albany State's defense has just been out there a lot longer than the offense today.
So 3rd and 1 coming up here for West Georgia. Play clock down to about 5 seconds here. Harrison Frost puts a man in motion here, and they will give it to the big guy again, and he's going to get the first down. Still on his feet, and taken down at the Ram 45, inside the 45 at about the 43.
That's a load. That man, a heavy guy. You just got to get a hat on him.
Yeah, and that time he put a hat on one of the Rams. I think that's Malik Barnes, number 7, getting up a little slow that time. But yeah, that defensive line, and we hadn't seen Albany State normally when they had a lead and they switched the defensive line in and out and put a lot of fresh guys there. Coach kind of going with his stars. You know, it's a big game, and he's just leaving his best guys out there, hoping they could make a play. And so far, West Georgia's been up to the task.
First down at the Albany State 43. They give it to a new running back in the backfield there. I believe number 22 is the guy on the carry, and that is going to be 22, Rajez Mosley. And he's going to get short yardage down to the 40, about 3 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 7. Clock is moving, though. 8:45 to go in the ball game. 23-7. West Georgia with the lead over Albany State. First round of the Division II playoffs, and the winner will move on to take on Valdosta State next Saturday. Valdosta State, the number 1 seed in this region. Harrison Frost had a good game today for West Georgia. First career pass over 3,000 yards in the season for the Wolves, and boy, good defense by Albany State. And this time he's going to lose yardage. They knock him down outside of the 40-yard line, and it'll set up third down and about 8 coming up.
And I don't know. I just kind of see what tends to happen. It seems like to me Albany State has more trouble with the big, heavy running backs than they do the smaller running backs. Number 32 for West Georgia, Devezian, he was doing a good job. I would have left that big guy in there.
Third down and 8 at the Ram 41-yard line. Man in motion here. Frost back to pass. Under pressure, a little screen, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Manuel got his hands on it. The big nose guard knocked it down. It'll be 4th down and 8 coming up.
Decision time for West Georgia. Looks like they're going to run out the punt team. 4th and 8 at the 41. They're going to punt it. Albany State's defense holds. They gave up a lot of yards. They bent, but they didn't break right there. Offense going to get another shot at it. This time they'll need to move with a little more sense of urgency. It's about 7 minutes, 42 seconds left in the game. They need at least 2 more possessions to get back in this game.
So punting team out there for West Georgia. Pellegrino to punt the ball away. He kicks it up. Good hang time. Rashad Jordan is going to let it bounce. It'll take a reverse bounce, and it'll settle down around maybe the 12 or 13-yard line. So it'll be Albany State ball at the Ram 13 with 7:33 to go in the ball game.
Let's see what the coaches have designed up. A little time on the sideline to get the plays together. I gotta say, you gotta take a couple of shots right here. You don't have a lot of time to just, think and dunk your way down the field. You need to score quickly here because West Georgia that time took about 4 minutes off the clock, even though they only, they didn't score and only went about 47 yards on that position.
So 1st and 10 Rams at the Albany State 13. Deontay Banu, the quarterback, ready to go here. 4 receivers, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. Couldn't escape this time. He was trying to tuck it and get out of there, and a group of Wolves going to bring him down inside the 10 around the 8-yard line.
That's their second sack on there. And again, they came in today in 10 games, only had 10 sacks. And
they got 2 or 3 today.
Yeah, I think that's 2. 2. Yeah. And Albany State again came in. Bono only been sacked 17 times all season.
And it'll be second down and long. Bono's going to try and run for it. He turns the corner and out of bounds around the original line of scrimmage.
Boy, that play had potential. If Joe Shorter can get a block right there on that defensive back, the other 2 running backs on this, receivers on this side, that guys pushed to the inside, and Bono was outside of them. But Joe Shorter just couldn't get his block down. And this guy stepped up and runs Bono out of bounds. That's a real short game.
Big play here, Fred.
Clock moving, 6:45 to go. It'll be 3rd down 11. Rams backed up at that 12-yard line. They have trips, 3 receivers split wide right. 1 man split to the left side here for Albany State. Banu in that gun, ready to go here. 3rd down and long. Back to pass. Has to throw it and hit as he threw. Get it to Taylor. Trying to make a move, and he's not going to escape there. Good coverage out there. And the first thing was good pressure on Banu. He got the ball to Taylor, and Taylor just couldn't get around the corner. It'll be 4th down and long, and the clock will keep moving with 6:13 to go.
Good defense by the Wolves. That's a good scheme. They come up, put pressure on the quarterback, and Albany State just doesn't adjust. None of the receivers run a hot route or, just quick vertical. Tyree Taylor's all the way out there in the flat. That's a long throw. It gave the defender plenty of time to come up and make the tackle, slow him down at least well enough for the other guys to get over there. That took almost 2 minutes off the clock, and Albany State didn't get anything out of it.
Bolinas on to punt the ball away for Albany State. He gets the punt away. Pretty good hang time. It'll come down at about the 47-yard line. What a move there. At the 45-40 and still on his feet. The 30, 35. And out of bounds inside the 20. There's another flag down. So we see 2 flags. I can see Coach Gardena pointing towards West Georgia. We think this one's coming back with 5:31 to go in the ballgame.
Yeah, there was an initial block in the back, missed the number to see who it was. But then after that, I think there might be an unsportsmanlike penalty against West Georgia down here. The guy that number 50 that was blocking Marquell Harvey rolled over on him, and then when he got up, I think he might have pushed Harvey. So this might be an unsportsmanlike. It was during the play, so I don't know how it's gonna work out. We'll see what the call is.
There's 2 fouls against West Georgia.
Okay, that was down here.
Rams gonna take the block in the back, which was that's gonna back up West Georgia to the 40, and they've already spotted it to 40. So it'll be 1st down on West Georgia at that 40-yard line. 5:31 to go in the ball game. Rams had a choice of penalties, one downfield a bit further, or the one right there at the return.
Well, there's a sense of urgency here, knowing that the Wolves are really going to sit on it now.
Yeah, and my thing is, it was a sense of urgency at the beginning of the 4th quarter to me.
Sir.
Really in the second half, the entire second half, and the Rams just hadn't played like it. They came out, and I just didn't like the play calling in that last sequence.
1st down at the 40, they give it to Jordan. Jordan, the running back, trying to get around the corner, still running hard and going to be yanked down at about the 45, and there's a flag down.
I think it's been a little chippy out there, guys.
Yeah, so Jace Jordan, the running back, is going to be taken down, but there's a flag down behind the play. Don't know what this one's going to be. 5:22 to go in the ballgame.
It's in that area of holding against the offense. We'll have to wait and see. We've been wrong several times today.
That is it. So it'll be a 10-yard penalty, and 10 yards, I believe, from that spot, the spot being the 43. They'll move him back to the 33. So that'll make it a 1st down and 17. That's correct. 18? 17. Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 17 after that holding penalty. The clock, though, moving here. 5:19 to go in the ball game. West Georgia up 23-7 over Albany State.
25-second clock didn't even start.
And they're going to try to trick play. They have a man wide open downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. And they go with the trick play. They tried to get a pass downfield to number 11, Zatarius Anderson. And he was open, but he looked to both shoulders. Incomplete, number 10 through the pass, Zay Britt. And they try a little trick play there. It'll be 2nd down 17.
If Zay Britt puts a good throw on him, that's a touchdown. He hung that thing up and threw it behind to the outside, and the guy was looking inside, so he had to kind of spin around and try to get there. And it just wasn't meant to be. The Albany State defense able to catch up. But boy, I like the call. I mean, you take your shot right there. Go ahead and try to put this team away. Now I suspect they'll come out with a running play, a short pass, and get this play clock moving.
2nd and 17. Frost gonna throw it, and boy, he had 2 Rams in the area. He was trying to get it to Slade again, and Malik Barnes had coverage, as well as Malachi Brown. That was a good job that time on Slade. It'll be 3rd and 17.
Now I'm really confused by both teams' play calling, because at that point I would think, the game's in hand, but I would think you would run the ball and get that game clock moving and go ahead and try to wind this thing out, try to get out of here with, little or no more injuries than you have. That time they threw it on 2nd and 17, against this Albany State's defense.
So 3rd and 17, West Georgia, and
free play.
And West Georgia's going to throw it. There was movement. Number 43 was, I don't know if he was going in motion or resetting, and the Rams came across, and
I didn't see any flags.
He just threw the umpire, the ref just threw his down there.
Okay, I didn't see any before that. That was really weird because now whatever else went on, the quarterback just committed intentional grounding. I mean, he was in the pocket and just threw it out all the way out of bounds, right? So
it's against us.
So they say Albany State was offsides, and the call was on 90 Jalen Pugh.
So they should have blown that dead from the beginning.
Immediately, yeah.
Well, maybe they say was he in the neutral zone then at the snap? Either way,
if he was, then that was intentional grounding.
So 3rd and 12 as they put pressure on the quarterback. A little screen set up there to Slade, and the Rams there to make the stop. Stephon Pierre, the MVP of the SIAC, making the stop, and Albany State will take a timeout after that tackle. With 4:51 to go in the ball game, West Georgia leading 23-7. Rams take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with 4:51 to go.
It's the first touchdown out of the half.
Is brought the punt team out. Rams used the timeout. Albany State trying to find a way to make up these 16 points. Not a lot of time to go, though. Wow, great hang time. Rashad Jordan back at the 5-yard line. And he retreats and is only going to get out to the 2-yard line. He's going to lose about 3 yards after he made the catch. And Rams going to be back way up with 4:40 to go in the contest.
And Rashad just has to let that go. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking about there. He just was thinking about where it was, what was going on. That thing's going to be in the end zone, and it's going to be the Rams ball at the 20-yard line. I mean, he catches it there, and I know he was just trying to make a play, but there was no play to be made. Just let that go in the end zone and come out and play football at the 20. That could have been really disastrous if he'd been tackled in the end zone or even fumbled right there.
Yeah, Jordan hadn't been 100% the last couple of weeks, but he's sucked up to go in this ball game. 4:40 to go. The Rams need to pick up 98 yards to find that end zone, down by 16 points. As Deontay Bonu will line up under center. Calvin Lewis a little late getting on the field here for Albany State. Rams have plenty of time on the play clock, and looks like West Georgia was in the neutral zone in the snap. And no flag there, but they were moving. I thought that off that left edge they were there. But either way, there's no flag on the play as the Rams keep it on the ground trying to get some daylight. And Albany State will run it out to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, that's a running play. Now I understand we're back up against the end zone, but like you said, at this point it doesn't matter if you lose by 1 or 100, and Albany State is just not moving like they're just really trying to come back, make a comeback here in this game. Just a running play to start right there. It's taking a lot of time to get the 2nd down going.
2nd and 7 from the 5-yard line. Bonu in the end zone. Rotates right, looking downfield. And he's going to throw it backwards and make the catch for a 1st down. Is going to be McCray, the Ram running back. 1st and 10 across the 15 out to about the 18-yard line.
Got a flag back down here at the 2-yard line. A discussion, oddly enough.
This is so whatever this is,
this might be an eligible receiver downfield against Albany State.
Totally away from the play, as Bonu was on the other side of the field, complete the pass to his running back. With 3:49 to go, the referee, line judge flag thrown. We'll see what the call is. Yeah.
Good call, man.
Yeah, I hate when I'm right in that situation, but yeah, a lot of times when the quarterback scrambles like that, especially if he normally gets outside the pocket and run like Bonu's done a couple of times, those offensive linemen start going downfield and start trying to block for him. That time number 75 just got downfield a little too soon, and Albany State gets backed up.
So it'll be second down and about 9 to go for a Ram first down. Ball spotted around the 3-yard line. Back in the end zone. Bonu wants to throw it. Rotates under pressure there. Flushed out all the way to the right. And now he's going to throw it again. He's knocked down. Good coverage there by number 49, Matthew Parker.
And they're going to have the exact same thing, I believe. Number 75. Either Bonu was across the line, and also number 75, Albany State, was across the line of scrimmage when he threw the pass. So
I think they declined this one, though. What do you think?
Maybe. Yeah, they probably will. And go ahead and put Albany State in third and long.
So it'll be 3, because, I mean, you take the penalty, you back him up for the yard. So 3:25 to go. Okay, what was the call? Loss of down?
Yeah, that was a legal forward pass. It was across the line of scrimmage. So they're going to back him up to half the distance, and then Albany State also loses that down. So it's pretty much another yard, I guess.
Now, it didn't look like his body was across that line from this angle, because his whole body has to be across that line for that to be a legal forward pass. But they do call it against ASU. 3:25 to go, and it'll be third down and 10. Ball back at the 2-yard line for Albany State. Bonu in that pistol formation has him lined up in the end zone. 4 receivers for Albany State. Down 23-7 here in the first round of the playoffs. Not much time left in this contest. Bonu wants to throw it and was looking for McCray out of the backfield. It's going to be incomplete, and Bellina's boy's got to get this thing out. He's going to be, as far as he can get in that end zone, to punt this thing away with 3:21 left.
They might come at it.
You're going to come at it. Yeah, I think it was Georgia. Go ahead. Yeah, come after this. Get it out for the Rams, and West Georgia's going to have really good field position.
And he only has about 12 yards. Normally it's about a 15-yard snap. And Bellina's got to be careful not to step on that line. 4th down, and he's going to punt it away, and it's going to be caught at the 38-yard line. And Royalston looking for room at the 30 and hit hard, stood up at the Ram 24-yard line. So it'll be West Georgia ball at the Ram 24 with 3:10 to go here in the contest.
Tough guy, Royce. He got hit pretty good then. He kept his feet going. Now ASU Rams really got to try to keep him out the end zone. And Dave Dean probably going to try to score this game.
Yeah, it's a pride thing. You can see that's Albany State's first defensive unit still out there.
Yeah.
And that's West Georgia's first unit offense still coming out there.
Yeah.
So it's just all about pride right now. Albany State is in a situation where it looks like they're going to go down to West Georgia, but they don't want to give up any more points than they already have.
West Georgia with 3:10 to go with the ball at the Ram 24-yard line. Quarterback, number 8, Harrison Frost, a junior from Kennesaw. Ball on the ground, and looks like he may covered it up. And they will say he covered it up back at the 32-yard line. So they will lose yards on the play there. It'll be a Ram timeout as well. So West Georgia. So with the loss of about, what is that, about 7-8-yard loss, it'll be second down 18 coming up with 3:03 to go. We're going to keep it here. This first round playoff game, Albany State hosting West Georgia. Like I say, 11th meeting between these schools, but the first time these teams have met in the playoffs. And Albany State down by 16 points with 3:03 to go. And if you're the Rams, it's been a tough season. Emotional more than anything else. With the loss of Adonis Butler on November 1st, and today being November 12th, hadn't even been 3 weeks. The Rams, had to play the Fountain City Classic. Hit his number 57-0, and then they had to suck it up last week for the SIC championship game, and they got another shutout and won that championship. First one for these guys, first one for Coach Gabe Gardena, 16th overall, and like I was wondering how much juice would these guys have left, and it looks like Albany State is going to most likely go down unless something miraculous happens here in the last 3:03. And West Georgia will move on. Yeah, they'll move on to get a rematch with Valdosta State, and they had a good battle with Valdosta State. 36-34. Yeah, it was a close one, 36-34. And that was at Valdosta. They'll be going back down there. So no matter who won, it was going to be a return trip to Valdosta. So West Georgia will have second down 18 at the Ram 32-yard line with 3:03 to go. They will stick to the ground game, give it to Royston, and he's going to run it tough again. And Kawamba Jones is safety in that to help make the stop. But he will get a pretty good spot there. They'll give him the 22-yard line on second down. It'll be third down coming up. Third down and 8 coming up for West Georgia here. 2:42 the clock moving here in the game. And that's the most important thing for West Georgia. You want to really run the clock out.
Yeah, that's what they did. I'm surprised they didn't do that the last time they had the ball. Start off with a running play and get that clock moving. Force Albany State to at least take their time out. That time after the bad snap, they go ahead and get the clock moving.
Albany State with only one timeout left. Third down and 8 at the Ram 22-yard line. And wide receiver took 3 or 4 steps. That'll be a false start coming up. They'll get backed up 5 yards with 2:15 to go.
Look at number 11 there. He's from Albany, Fred. I was looking at that. It's Zatarius Anderson. I don't know what school he went. Albany, Georgia. Monroe? Okay.
Yeah, looking at some other scores in our super region. Lenore Ryan is going down at Bowie State 31-10. Bowie State winning big at home. And also in the other game that we were watching now is Newberry. West Florida's made a little comeback at the half. It's Newberry 14, West Florida 10 down in Florida. They're in Pensacola, Florida. So Newberry hanging on at halftime, but
wow,
it's a tough West Georgia team down there.
What was that called? A 5-yard penalty assessed against Albany State.
Oh, man, the number 81, that was a legal motion.
But they walked off 5 yards against the Rams. Can't figure that one out. And Coach Gabe Gardena is yelling at the referee, and I don't blame him. Third down and 3. They give it to Royalston. And he is looking to gain the first down. He won't get it. He'll be tackled at about the 15. It'll be fourth down coming up.
I don't know what that was back to that play there, Fred. I thought the guy was offside at the top.
Well, he was offside.
Yeah.
You go across the line 3-4 yards, and they call a penalty against Albany State. I can't figure that one out. This is supposed to be a neutral crew from the South Atlantic Conference, but either way, West Georgia was able to benefit there. The Rams will use the final timeout. It'll be fourth down and 1 coming up.
But other games, a couple have actually gone final. Notre Dame beat Slippery Rock 33-25, and Shepherd beat Finley 38-31. New Haven beat Bentley 38-13. I guess those games actually started at noon, so they're over. Those teams will advance. Also in the second quarter, Nebraska Kearney is leading Western Colorado 10-3, and looks like Northwest Missouri is going to advance. They're leading Central Washington 34-7. Harding is leading Washington 27-7. That game's also in the third quarter. And Angelo State is leading Minnesota Duluth 41-0. So it looks like Angelo State and their ASU also. Angelo State looks like they're well on their way at winning big at the half. Grand Valley is beating Linwood 20-3. And that's about it.
All right, a minute 51 to go. Albany State out of timeouts. It'll be fourth down and 1 at the Ram 15-yard line. West Georgia offense is still out there on the field. And the quarterback in that pistol formation, double receiver, split wide right. And he will give it to his running back, and he's going to break the corner at the 10, the 5, and flag down. It's probably coming back. flag as he got around that corner.
Yeah, and somebody grabbed Malik Barnes for Albany State and get it. He was being held. I think that's number 67. Probably is who this penalty going to be on.
He had a whole lot.
He had a whole lot of Malik Barnes as that running back was going around the side over there. And we think that's what the penalty might be. We have to wait and see.
1:45 to go. And that is a holding call against number 43 for West Georgia, Isaiah Miranda. And that'll be a 10-yard penalty. And will they bring the field goal unit out?
He might.
Minute 45 to go. It'll be 4th down 11 now. They spot it back out to the 25-yard line.
I think they're going to go for it for West Georgia.
All right, they go for it or they pass it.
Go you pass it, yeah.
And Coach Waits, boy, he's yelling out instructions, trying to get the defense reset out there. And now they're blowing the whistle.
So a lot of confusion going on here this late in the game. Yeah, 4th down.
So it's 4th down 11. West Georgia offense will stay out there. Ball is at the Ram 25-yard line. And Harrison Frost in that pistol formation here on 4th down, yelling out the count, and he will keep it on the ground, give it to his running back, and he's going to run out of bounds. And don't know if he got the first down. Depends on what they say.
Another flag down back here. And I think this is going to be another holding penalty.
Well, looks like the Rams might be able to decline it because he's short of the first down. If it's a holding penalty, he is short of the first down. He got to the 15. The Rams have a chance. They can decline it.
Yeah, it looks like the officials letting the Rams know that that's what's going on.
It is a holding call declined by Albany State. It'll be Rams ball at the 15-yard line, so should be. They moved the ball, though.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's going to be at the 15-yard. The linesman on this side is holding the spot, so they'll get it right. Somebody out there knows what they're doing because I don't know why the umpire picked that up. I guess he was anticipating Albany State maybe accepting the penalty, but just don't anticipate. You wait to see what happens in situations like that.
So Rams take over on downs. It'll be Albany State ball at the 16 is where they actually spotted. 1:39 to go in the ball game. 23-7. West Georgia in control here by 16 points, and Rams no timeouts. We'll see what Albany tries to do here. Rams most likely about to close out their season here, 2021, but it'll be a championship season though for Albany State. And it'll be 2nd and 10, incomplete.
And if you're West Georgia, you get another chance at what you wanted. You wanted to get in the playoffs, and they did, and they came and took care of business here in this first round. And they'll get to go back down to Valdosta State. They played them pretty well. Valdosta State, to me, I was, late in the season, they just don't seem like the same team. They've been in a couple of competitive games, and then they were beat pretty handily.
Gave up 61 points last week. 61-42, I believe, was that final score against West Florida. Bonner was sacked inside the 10-yard line back at about the 7, so Bonner will go down on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down and long coming up. 1:23 left here in the contest.
I saw through West Georgia. They came in with a game plan. They stuck with it, and they did a good job of executing and scoring.
And Rams shot themselves in the foot to start this game. So they had a good game plan, but Albany State kind of played into it. And that fumble return for a touchdown, that's the first score. And then the interception in the end zone, and then they come back with a long drive, but you're down deep on that end. Albany State was moving the ball, and West Georgia able to just capitalize on those 2 turnovers, and they never looked back, really.
Yeah, those 2 plays really set the tone. Those 2 turnovers Albany State had in the first quarter on their first 2 drives, and they just really never ran it after that. I mean, when they got down 14, the offense never got any. I think the next 3 offensive possessions were 3 and out. And just never got anything going.
It'll be 4th down 11. Banu on 4th down, running around in the backfield, is going to try and throw it the last minute, and it's going to be caught. 1st down and out of bounds. I believe they say he did get out of bounds. So out of bounds, 1st down at the Ram 41-yard line. We have 15 seconds left to go. in the contest. So Albany State with a first down.
And we were wondering, I was wondering what was the best unit on the field, and I'm still going to say it was Albany State's defense.
Yeah.
Because when you only give up, I guess that you can say technically they gave up 16 points to a team that's normally scoring 36, and then that's when the offense just isn't getting anything going, giving you any kind of rest. I mean, that was a pretty good defensive effort by the Albany State Dirty Blue defense. The goal rush offense just wasn't up to the task today.
1st and 10. Winding down is the time, and Banu out of bounds at the far sideline. 8 seconds left in the ball game. It'll be second down coming up, and this may have 1 or 2 more plays left here for Albany State. So the Rams are going to drop to 10-2. Still SIAC champions, and West Georgia is going to improve to 9-2 on the season. They'll be heading to Valdosta State, and the Rams look up. But think about how many seniors on this team. There are some seniors, but there are a lot of sophomores, juniors, and freshmen. A lot of young guys. This Rams team will look to be good again next year. Second down at about 7, and Banu's going to be sacked, and that should be the final play of the game. So Banu's sacked back at the 35-yard line, and that's going to do it. Your final score here in the first round of the Division II playoffs in Albany, Georgia. The Wolves of West Georgia winning 23-7 over the Golden Rams of Albany State University. So congratulations to David Dean and the Wolves. They move on to the second round. They'll take on Valdosta State next Saturday, November 27th at 1 p.m. in Valdosta, Georgia. And heads up for the Golden Rams. They had a great season, won the SIAC championship, had the #1 defense in the nation, and nothing to lower your head about. The Rams going to finish out 10-2, and Coach Gabe Gardena and his staff have done a great job. And guys, it's been fun. I want to thank our video crew that were here today for the streaming. Eric Tabor and, of course, with Albany State University, and, of course, our students. We appreciate them. What we're going to do is take a timeout. That's going to be the end of our video broadcast. We're going to come back and do a wrap-up on radio. Your final score, West Georgia 23, Albany State 7. We'll be right back to wrap things up here at the ASU Coliseum. Thank you. In the rules, I heard they weren't supposed to have no noise makers in the stand. Somebody was blowing something over there. You heard it? Yeah, that's in the rules. Yeah. But they ain't do nothing. All right, thanks a lot. Your final score again, 23-7. West Georgia wins the first round Division II playoff game here in Albany, Georgia. The Rams' 14th trip to the playoffs, but Albany State with the championship season, 16th SIAC championship. These guys are going to get a ring. So a great season for Albany State, and it's tough that you're not moving on, but got to say congratulations. Coach Massey.
Look at the Rams have overseeded their bounds. What were they seeded at the beginning? Second or third in the Eastern Conference?
They were expected to finish second behind Savannah State.
And they overstepped those bounds. They led the country in defense for the majority of the year. The offense, they sputtered a lot, but we came through and got to this level right here. They have nothing to be ashamed of. They have nothing to hang their heads down low. You know, I want you to continue to support these Rams because a lot of Fred already make this statement. A lot of sophomores and juniors and freshmen on this football team. You know?
Yeah, Coach. I agree with you. Albany State had a great year. I mean, by any standard, I think there are 12 other teams, or is it 11? 11 other teams in the SIAC they were right here where Albany State is right here. And that's the conference champs in a playoff game at home. And they just didn't play competitive as we thought they would after they made those early mistakes and just couldn't come back from it. But great group of guys, and all of us know them. We watch practice and, give them Gatorade and donuts and freeze pops and all that stuff. Try to motivate them a little bit. So, I hate to see the season over for them. And, just a lot of guys going to come back, and we hope that they come back and they're ready next year and another good, strong football team.
We hope we can bring most of those coaches back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially defensively. It's going to be hard to retain all this coaching staff. But a great job, especially defensively. I want to give you some updates before we get out of here. The Albany State University National Alumni Association spearhead the campaign to raise $1 million in 1 year. We're encouraging all alumni friends and supporters to give. It's easy to donate. You can use your mobile phone and text the message ASUNAA to 71777 or go to www.asurams.edu/NAA-give. You can decide how much you want to give and where you want the money to go. We want to congratulate the Golden Rams volleyball team. They were SIC Eastern Division champs, and boy, and they fought all the way to the end. The only team that could beat them in the tournament was Spring Hill, the eventual champion, and they're tough, but they're runner-up. So they, Coach Graham, Coach King did a good job. And that's a great job, and we look for them to come back strong. Basketball season is here. Coach Massey, you've been helping out.
Yeah.
And the women's and men's basketball team in action. Be sure to support them this 21-22 season. For schedules, you can go to the ASU website, asugoldenrams.com.
And we play tonight, Fred, at 7 o'clock. We play Georgia Southwestern women. We got a basketball game at the West Campus.
On West Campus.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. We'd like to thank our sponsors that have supported Golden Rams football this season: Flint Community Bank, Cricket Wireless, Country Inn and Suites, WLB TV, Ticket Smarter, Park Inn, Shaga Consulting and Recruiting, Georgia's Own Credit Union, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Lorenzo Keaton, the Georgia Army National Guard, and 5 Star Automotive. We thank them for supporting the Golden Rams, and we look for you to support the Golden Rams. We'll be coming back to do this thing again next year, 2022. And again, these are SIC champions. The Rams go down 23-7. And, tough loss, tough to lose at home. But,
tough
still.
For us to call it.
Yeah.
Trying to be neutral the whole game. That was really tough. I know we slipped up a couple of times, and hopefully,
we're human, and they paid us how much to do that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So, again, we'd like to thank all of our supporters. We'd like to thank everyone at WZBN, Praise 105.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Pastor Hurd, Glenda, of course, BJ, and everyone at the studio, TCB, and all the people there behind the scenes doing everything to bring you Golden Rams football throughout the season. And we want to thank all our listeners. There's so many people that did not come due to whatever reason. They can't get out. They don't live in Albany, COVID-19 or whatever the situation. They stuck with us. They listened to these 3 guys, us, this season. And the Golden Rams, they love some Albany State football, and so many of them tune in every week. We appreciate all of you, and of course, for all those people that are not with us. It's been a tough couple of years. We didn't broadcast last year, and since the last time we broadcast, the world has changed.
Yeah, we lost a lot of good people.
Yeah, it was good to come back and do this. We're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. I want to thank, again, of course, BJ back at Radio Control, who's been with us. Final score, 23-7. West Georgia wins the first round of the Division II playoffs. Albany State finishing the season 10-2. West Georgia improving to 9-2. They head to Valdosta State next Saturday. All right, final thoughts, you two, and we're gone.
Hey, look here. Continue to support the ASU Golden Rams. They really need your support. Now, Coach gave them, they got to get into the recruiting mode and get players to, because how many seniors we had? 16, 15?
Yeah,
somewhere in there. We got to replace those guys, and we need bona fide athletes and senior support to the university. Noah?
Yeah. This wrap-up is always hard for me, so I'm just going to say it's been good working with you guys.
Yeah, man.
Always fun. And like I said, I probably won't see Fred till next year because he only hangs around me for my football IQ. After this, he's going to ditch me, and, I probably see him next April, August or so. But, it's been fun, and great group of guys, a great group of coaches for Albany State, good football team.
Yeah.
Great university, and I'm glad that we were part of, representing it. and now just got to go back off season,
Retool,
get ready
baby.
for next year.
All right, then. It's great working with Norman and Coach Massey.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing like the road trips and the conversations.
Oh, man, I love them.
People say, you guys are crazy on the radio. You leave the hills off the radio.
You ought to hear. Come on down.
Don't mic
actually,
the car. Don't mic the car.
Yeah, you don't need to hear that, but it's great working with you. This is season number 24 for me, wrapping it up. And
It's number 16?
16 for you.
16 for me.
And 14.
14 on?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
14 on.
They just fly by so quick. Yeah.
All
Fred,
right.
can you hear me?
That's going to do it. We're going to wrap it up. Albany State
On a
season
losing
over.
end, yeah.
23-7, West Georgia moving on. But the Golden Rams will head to 2022. Be sure to support them. From the Albany State University Coliseum, Fred Suttles, Norman Newton, Jesse Massey saying so long and go Rams.
What's that? Bill. Bill was here? Yeah, they didn't realize how much I knew on game day. It's a lot. I saw that you hanging on to it. Yeah, I would look at something like that. Hey, Bill, what you doing there? Yeah, thank you for the have a good rest of the week. I was the one talking to the we're gonna try to get you a turkey right out of the woods.
Man. Is he going to the big woods this weekend? I was going to say, he's going to get out of the big woods.
Yeah, you know what's going on, yeah. I was going to try to get with Scott, so we can talk about doing the campaign classes. I'm on the sub-channels.
Yeah.
They're only no problem that if he had, he said, well, I want our folks to be there, Challenge. And that's going to be hard for y'all to reply.
Yeah.
So they would have to be, but we're still about 8 months ago. So we're still talking.
We'll see what we do. Yeah, no, I think it's interesting. And put it
here for the first round press conference after Albany State versus Georgia. Coach Gabe Gardino, number 30, Stephon Pierre, and number 5, Khalil Jones. Coach Gardino will start with a comment and then open up for questions from there.
First of all, regarding the game, I just want to say congratulations to West Georgia. They did a good job today. They obviously did more to win the game than we did. We got a good football team, played hard, executed well. As far as us and our season, these guys right here, they're the backbone of what we're doing here, and I couldn't be prouder to coach these guys. Both of these guys have been here with me since the beginning, and they're the foundation of what our program is all about. They're great people, they're men of character. They were here at a time when it was not good at all. We had a broken culture. We had good players with a broken team, and these guys fixed us. And couldn't be prouder of these guys for just the people they are, the men they're going to be for the rest of their lives. And obviously, they're great players, but just really proud of the way they played their heart, not just today, but every day they put on blue and gold jersey.
Alrighty, Coach, it seemed in the second half you definitely came out with some energies, opened up with intercepting the Wolves. You had flashes in the second half. Just what prevented you from converting those good drives that you did have?
Yeah, I think just offensively, they did a good job of frustrating us and not letting us get in the rhythm. I thought their D-line actually controlled the line of scrimmage and did a good job of just disrupting our pass game, but then also doing a good job in the run game. And we never got in the rhythm of throwing the ball. Did a good job too, and smart by them. We had a couple guys open. They took a couple penalties, which is smart. And I'm giving them credit for that. I thought defensively, these guys kind of electrified us a little bit. We just wanted to calm down at halftime. Obviously, a lot of penalties and things like that. We just played a little bit out of character. which was, you know, I'm not going to say disappointing, but frustrating. And we said, hey, look, it's football, we're going to calm down and, you know, see where it came.
And I guess maybe what seemed a little out of character too for you all was the amount of penalties that you all took today. Maybe talk about that and just the way you had to work through those penalties.
Well, we jumped off sides a couple times, and then you know, we gave a couple first downs, which never is good with a good offense, right? And you know, we just we keyed up, which is good. But you know, we let our emotion probably get to us a little bit, and you know, we got a little celebration penalty there after a sack, which is, you know, guys are just trying to play hard, and you know, it's not an excuse for the guys. We just got to learn. We got to get better, but you don't learn in championship football because it gets you beat. You got to beat today, and you know, credit to, like I said, credit to West Georgia for taking advantage of this thing. Took advantage of the turnover on the first, you know, run, you know, get the ball moving on the first drive, and then you know, give up a whatever it was, 85-yard touchdown return for, you know, and you know, it's start out whole, and you can't do that against good football teams at this time of the year. You know, I thought, you know, our defense just in the second half just we played the way we usually play, and that was tough. Very good stage defense.
And Stephon, I don't know if you want to talk about it a little bit too, but in that second half, I mean, to start out the second half, you all exchanged a couple punts here and there. You got a few timely stops, but what prevented you from, you know, maybe getting those early stops and getting off the field a little faster?
I think what stopped us from doing that was penalties, definitely, and not playing our game. You know, there was good football teams. I feel like we didn't play our game like we usually do, and I feel like that's what kind of well done.
And this just being the last game of the season, kind of what's your biggest takeaway from today and from the season that you all were able to put on this year? What's your biggest takeaway from this season, obviously it being the last game of the year, just everything that you all were able to accomplish this year and then it coming to an end today?
I felt like the biggest thing was us playing like as a family. Like I feel like this was deeper than football, and every day like, our coaches like preached to us about having faith in God and family. Like we had an acronym with family and everything. So I feel like that was the biggest thing. So like kind of brought us together and so many everything that everybody kind of heard about with our friend Adonis. So I feel like that kind of brought us together.
You know, you can talk to, you know, you obviously bring up Adonis and everything that you all were able to do. You talk about the culture and really what this means for the program moving forward. That's kind of the corner piece of the team, just what you all were able to accomplish off the field and how important that is for the overall team.
Yeah, basically, for me, man, Adonis, for us all together, he changed the whole program around. When I got here, it was very bad. It was like everything was going wrong. He got everything in the right page. I was going. I feel like the program is in the right direction. Even with the Adonis situation, the team came closer. So I feel like Albany State will be around a long time.
Last thing I just want to say is congratulations to Coach Dean and their team. And just looking at Harrison's stats, they think they're 20 to 35, which could be great. So just congrats to them. Wish them all the best of luck as well. Health and safe travels. Take this thing as far as you can. Good?
Yeah, I guess so.
Very good. All right, guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey Cam, get those to Coach. Just get that box for him.
press conference with West Georgia after West Georgia beats Albany State in the first round of the NCAA playoffs. We have Shane Slade, Deontay Overstreet, and head coach David Dean. Coach Dean will open up with comments and then allow for questions.
Really proud of our football team coming into this type of atmosphere and playing a team of caliber of Albany State. Really good football team. Hats off to their coaching staff and their players for a great season and great game today. We jumped on pretty quick there, but for the second half they played. They played an outstanding second half and gave us everything that we had. But really proud of our guys, the way that they persevered through a lot of things this week, and we had a lot of flu issues. Our guys just kept pushing, and glad to say we're moving on to the second round.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Although sloppy, the defense, man, really stepped up, played really well. Deontay, 11 tackles and a sack today, but it was a lot of different guys. Well,
it was. It's that's the way we've done all year long defensively. It's not one guy that makes plays over and over and over. It's been a team, and it was no different today. I thought, early in the game, you could tell Deontay was going to have a different day. Just the plays he was making, the first play of the game, he made some great hit there on the flat route that they ran. But really proud of our defense. They shut down a good offensive team, explosive team. We didn't really give up any big long plays, which was one of our goals coming into this game because they lived on the big plays, and our guys were able to take those away.
Shane, 7 catches today. You keep adding to that school record, man. How's that feel? 7 catches, 67 yards today.
Yeah, thank you.
Offensively, 320 yards, but I think you got to give Albany State some credit. I mean, they got down early in the first quarter and they turned it on, but you guys were able to control the ball pretty much offensively.
Well, we didn't get the ball until 5 minutes into the. With 5 minutes left in the first quarter, that was our first offensive snap, and a lot of that was due to the fumble recovery that we had for a touchdown. But they had 2 long drives. That's the way they've done all year long. They clock control, and they don't give you very many possessions, and they're so good on defense they can get you off. We were able to put together some drives and go down and score, and had some opportunities to pin them down with some punts, moving across the 50-yard line. So, for the most part, I think their defense was everything that everybody talked about. They're that good. Only giving up 52 points all year long. There was a reason, and we found that reason out today. It's just we made a few more plays than they did with the bottom line. It was 2 good football teams going at each other. It was what playoff football is going to be about, and what it should be about.
Street, how big was the 2 long drives that we got to take away, and the scoop and score, and then the interception? How big was that for the confidence of the defense to get those? You gave up yards, but you still kept them out of the end zone.
That was pretty good for us because I think that was good because we usually it was.
Yeah. He don't get to do very many. He just likes to hit them.
Yeah, but it was good because it was exciting for us to go and jump on early. You know what I'm saying? And we actually be excited.
Well, you get an opportunity to play Don Austin again. I know you want to talk about that.
Yeah. Can't wait to jump on them next week.
Yeah, exactly. Coach, let's preview about Austin a little bit. You guys are very familiar with each other, but another great opponent next week.
It is. They unfortunately they had a week off, rest up, heal up, and we've had to play a very physical football game against a good football team. So it'll be exciting. We love to play teams outside of our conference a little bit longer, but it's the draw that you have. So we're going to take the draw that we have, and looking forward to going down and having an opportunity to be with these guys for another week, spend Thanksgiving with them. It's going to be fun. We'll have Thanksgiving lunch and then get on the bus on Friday and head a little bit farther south than Albany, go to Valdosta and see what we do in the second round.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Should have hung it, man.
I've seen wide receivers, so I wanted to pick them. I wanted to, but I ain't